got this one life, just got this one life. I'd like to think that it would go on forever, but I've got just one try. Yeah, I've got this one try. I remember when we were kids, you lost your parents, I heard the hymns. I swore that day that I would love you forever, if those were my last words, if those were my last words. I might never be a captain on a yellow submarine.
I might never be an actress on a giant silver screen,
but my heart will make a house standing anywhere you'll be.
and my love will hold the diamonds shining far as you can see.
Oh, when we grow old with me. Oh, when we grow old with me. You've got this one light that shines all my life, just like a rose blooming out from this desert. Oh, I saw these two eyes. Yeah, I saw your two eyes. I might never be a singer who's been knighted by the queen.
I might never be a model in a fashion magazine,
but my heart will make a house standing anywhere you'll be.
and my love will hold the diamonds shining far as you can see.
Oh, when we grow old with me. Oh, when we grow old with me. As people dance from your window, if you see an Irish band, and there I stand, guitar in hand, asking for my love if I could be a man. And so when we grow old with me.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah, I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. Cause I just wanna see the light. So sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see your face wherever I look. I'm blinded by the light. So let go. I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. Yeah, I just wanna see the light. See the light.
Take everything we got, give it an honest shot, turning it on and off, we've been sliding, riding the highest dream, keeping the fire real. I call for you. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for fun.
Hello, chatto. It's Saturdat. Coming up today on Building a Nation with Treaty United, we have 3 Champions League group stage games to go. Can we finally get a perfect season and win this bloody group? In other news, the Irish sides are all in action, of course, in their Champions League, Europa League and Europa Conference League games, respectively. So all that and more coming up today on Nick Pope. And we're dancing. And I have a vest on because it's fucking boiling in here. Oh, lovely news. Oh, how's it going? It is warm. It is unfairly warm. In fact, some might say. Lord Richard, thank you for the 24
Good
fucking
morning.
years.
I am cleaning my keyboard. A result, it is missing half the keys. Going to be lurking hello today.
Unacceptable.
6 card.
Find a way to communicate using only the remaining keys. I'll wait. 7 out. I think that was better than 7. Yeah, my sleeves came off. It got so hot that my sleeves melted in the night. Hey, Ulams. Deary me. Not what I already do. Oh, Drew, genuinely, I thought you were just memeing the fact that I did. That's the thing that happens quite a lot. So I just assumed that you knew that and that was just a joke. That's why I went along with it. I'm so used to doing it. Oh, dear. In long pants and a stupidly tight t-shirt. Why? What's I have to ask, what's wrong? I'm wearing shorts. I'm just, it's too hot for any clothes. Kid Amnon, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, bugger me. How are we doing today on this fine Saturday morning? And it is fine, and it's already fucking 30 in here, which is just lovely. It's what you need at 11 a.m. because it's only going to get hotter. It's just, I woke up and I was just wet, just sodden with sweat. It's a bad time to be alive. Sometimes I wish I could hibernate through the summer. 3 at the highest. I don't know. You sell yourself short. Intros are easier than you think. You just have to blabber and then blabber some more and then turn the music down and then blabber for a further 4 hours. And congratulations, you have every one of my streams in a nutshell. What for breakfast? I haven't had breakfast. I've had pink drink and an Actimel for breakfast. Maybe a coffee soon. That's my breakfast. Ooh. 6 years later. Oh my god, 6 years later already. That's insane. Nicolo Procopi. Oh my god. Fiona! You love to see it. The ghost stare. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, he's ridiculous. Look at the fucking physicals on him. He's what you dream of in a winger. And, okay, his crossing isn't spectacular, but he doesn't need to, does he? Because what's his pass? Yeah, exactly. His passing 17. I love it when you get a winger like that their crossing isn't fantastic, but it feels like they still cross really well because half of them seem to be passes. And we've frozen. Good. Phenomenal stuff. Just what you want to see. Just wonderful news there. Let's just sort that out quickly. Great. Yeah, regens and crossing are mad. That's why I was so happy when I saw Kurulainen on my other save. That regen wing back as well that came through with 11 crossing. That just doesn't happen. It's also, I feel like, for me, it feels like crossing is an attribute that just does not seem to improve no matter how much you train it half the time. Rich's 4-star finances and the tier above Rich. I guess there is. So basically, Rich is a state of mind on FM because Rich is actually more tied to this than it is to this. Because I've had 4-star finances, I think, whilst also not being rich. It's a weird one. The thresholds are just based on your reputation. And I think, yeah, it does all sorts of weird nonsense. It's very annoying. Oh, hang on. Bloody hell. Yeah, so I have a video coming out today, chat. It's one of those days where I bring out a video during stream because I'm mad like that, apparently. Lloydie, thank you for the 13 months.
Nick Pope.
Nick Pope, indeed. I could not agree more. What a fine point you've made. Please elaborate. Hey, Daz. Oh, a VIP as well. Right, 1 second. Caught a bit of the playoff last night. Oh, yeah. Like, I loved it. When I saw that Tony and Richard doing drafts and crafts and I was invited to be on it, I was like, yeah, we're doing this. Like, I just love working with them. They're just so funny. They make it very easy for me to just kind of chill and they'll just carry me with their ridiculously sharp wit. It's brilliant. It makes me feel funnier just by being with them. Hopefully I got that right, David. Do put something in chat so I can check. Otherwise I'm going to have to go through and unvip people like I have in the past. Oh, it was Sims Seasons. That makes sense. Bente, thank you so much for the 100 bits. And that puts us on a cheeky little harp train to start things off. Oh. You have no idea how, even though I only went like a few days, I did a little bit look through some of our scouting and it was so hard to not be like, I can't like to put a bid in on that guy. But I'm doing my best to save it so that we actually have some players to go after during the transfer stream on Tuesday, because our scout priorities still have like 400 players listed, and there are some kind of tasty ones in there that I'm kind of excited about, especially not so much him, but we can splash some cash around, I suspect. We've already got £30 million worth of players. Do I watch the Championship? No. Not when Fulham... Like, I watch it when Fulham are in it, basically. I don't, like, watch it religiously otherwise. No, not particularly. I don't watch that much football. I've tried to watch more this year. Well, I say this year. Since last weekend when the Premier League came back. I'm sure I'll get bored. It's just a loan video. Yes, it is. Well, it's about loaning your players out, not loaning players in. So it's sort of a different thing. But I know that people struggle to get players out on loan, and the thing that we do seems to be the best. Basically, what it is it's basically a video of best practices to get the maximum amount of your players out on loan. I don't think there's anything else we could add that's going to give you any more boosts. So I kind of just ran through the entire thing that we did. I actually filmed it with the treaty save. So that's the reason we have all these extra players out on loan this summer, because I actually did it live, which is kind of cool. I'm glad that it actually worked during the video. I was worried that none of them would get loans, but we got like at least 10 more guys out during the video, which is sick. Every other season. How dare you? And also correct. Yes. Oh, sick. Who did you get with the go on, you've got to have some screenshots of some outrageous talent in there, Gashead. I'm glad it worked for you, though. Yeah, I'm really glad I made that video. It feels like one of those things that just, it's easier than it looks, I suppose. I think it was like there's a lot of stuff you need to do for it, but really you don't. You just have to stay on top of it. Right, so we've got Ripple Salzburg in 11 days. But for the moment, obviously, we've not got many games left, so we can go whoever we want today. I think I already set up the squad for this, didn't I? Go on past, Matt. Show me, did you do it? Yeah, you did. Lovely old job. Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know if I'm not good with tactical analysis. You know that, chat. I'm also not good at knowing who people are most of the time when it comes to players that are real. So I was really struggling a little bit during the draft and stuff. I'll be fine doing play-by-play because I get to tell people what's going on. It's lovely stuff. But, yeah. Isn't FIFA limited? Well, so apparently it's a bit more complicated than that. But was Mozart's cornrows? That broke me. That absolutely broke me. Just completely fucked me. Oh, dear. But yeah, so I'll be doing punditry for the playoffs on Sunday night as well, which is going to be awesome. Oh, great. So yeah, as a result of NVIDIA's latest update, we're back to having to use Task Manager again, which is just fucking fantastic. So thanks for that, NVIDIA, you bunch of wankers. There we were with our lovely setup all working perfectly, and then NVIDIA were like, no, we're going to push a graphics card update that's going to break it again. So that's just spectacular. There's no reason for it too. Like, the thing we changed fixed it, so why has it now got worse again? Oh, dearie me. I just thought we were past it. We had a whole month of none of that crap, and now it's back again. They just can't help themselves, can they? Right. Tasky, let's get you up. We need a Task Manager emote at this point. Right, that should already... No, that's not going to do it at all. Fucking hell. 2 teams in your leagues because no Welsh teams will take my players alone. Well, if you're interested in that, I have a whole video coming on about it in about 50 minutes. Going to older graphics drivers. Yeah, you can roll back. It's just... I've tried that before, and it didn't fix it. Because reasons. Oh, come on, NVIDIA. You bunch of twats. No, it's still fucked. This is ridiculous, mate. And I thought, when it first did it, and I thought, oh, maybe I just have to restart the computer, because obviously with a graphics card update, it's important to do stuff like that. But no, it's fucked again. Just brilliant work from you lot there. Fantastic. Much respect. Jesus Christ. If anything, it feels worse than before, which is just... Stop hogging my fucking GPU. Did I accidentally turn the crowds back up again or something in there? Maybe it's like reset some setting. We'll have to check after the match. When we can eventually actually watch the damn match. Jesus Christ. Preferences resets. I'll have to check. But I did reset it after that, to be fair. Hey, Millennium. Taking my wife and kids to Sheffield Park, home of Berwick Rangers. Yes. You got to see the sights. Yeah, they're punishing me for not dropping £1,000. Oh. Hey, friend. It's still doing it. This is... And we've conceded. Give me back my GPU. This is ridiculous. Oh. This is the longest it's ever just held onto it. OBS, calm the fuck down. Jesus. It's so mental. It'll be stuck at like 100% usage and then it will just drop to 50 out of nowhere. Oh, this is ridiculous. Sorry, apologies for my anger, but this is just... It's not what you want. It's refusing to relinquish... It's just refusing to give him back my GPU. Right, we're going 2D for a bit. This is absolutely fucking nuts. 2D for a bit. until we can sort this shit out. We'll have a look in the preferences after the game. Hopefully it's because the crowd reset itself or something. I don't know why it would have done, because I'm pretty certain the reset was before that, but maybe. Took up farming. Damn right. Give me your wheat or something. Smack the top of the machine. That's a great way of just turning it off, I think. At that point, my computer would just give up. Oh, God, it's weird seeing 2D. I don't like it. We've got games that matter today. Do you remember that time when we were forced to play those 2 games against PSG in 2D? And we were absolutely brilliant. But the moment we got the 3D working, we started conceding goals. So we just had to watch the rest of the game in 2D. Don't like 2D? No? Like, I mean, look at the state of this. I can't even watch the fucking replays. Like, I think it does the job, but, like, I'd rather watch it in 3D just because it looks nicer. When it works. Straight out of the 80s? Congratulations. You are correct. I'm excellent, Bill. How are you, man? Hey, Callum. Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that it never came back. That does worry me, because usually a couple of bangs on the old GPU with Task Manager and it's usually fine. So the fact that it's not... Oh, God. I thought the actual was injured then. Is a little bit concerning to me, honestly. I just thought we were past it. I thought we'd solved it all. But then NVIDIA had to come along and say something stupid like, we've updated your graphics drivers. Oh, I'm a Fulham fan, Callum. How's the Ipswich? Oh, sick. Who are Ipswich playing today? And where are they in the league? I know it's only early days yet. There we go, we're in front. I'm just going to try it every time we get a highlight. Oh. Players workshop in scouting. How do you mean, like, no players at all? Or... I'm confused. Terja! Thank you for the 500 bits. Holy shit. Installing. Let's see if it works. It has not worked. I can confirm it is still at 100% because reasons. Lou Boy, thank you for the 13 months. Is it the heat? It can't be just the heat. This is just ridiculous now. Oh, dear. Every metalcore drummer from the noughties. I'll take it. Put me in August Burns Red. Oh. Move over, Matt Grenner. Is it Matt Grenner? I can never remember who the drummer in August Burns Red is. Matt something or other. Oh, was that a pen? Nice. Yeah, I remember. Oh, great. I used to use 2D all the time. It took me a long time. It wasn't until I started streaming that I was converted to 3D, because I thought that it was just better for content, honestly. Big textbook only CM boxes. Enter Shawarma. Oh, dear. Pretty standard start. That's what you want. You're out the cups. You can focus on the league now. Right, okay. Maybe the half-time break will be enough for us to have our GPU back. Who knows? It is worrying me, though, that it's doing it the whole fucking game. This is bizarre. Usually it's like, takes a couple of minutes and then it's fine. But this is concerning. The goal flashing box. Oh, I do... Yes! Are you fucking serious, mate? What is wrong with you? Is there something switched on in here that shouldn't be? Like, what the hell is wrong with this? It's just refusing to give up my GPU. I'm turning it back to 2D again. This is absolutely ridiculous. We'll have to look at the crowd thing afterwards, but that shouldn't do it. Doesn't normally do it the whole game, even when you've got that problem before. So that's concerning. To be honest, just being able to hear me, you'll probably just hear me yelling at the GPU for the next 3 fucking hours. I can't do this the whole stream if it's going to do this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I need water. All your GPUs are belong to us. Oh. Do you remember last year I was like, no, we got this fixed now. I didn't need to buy that GPU the other day. Because of the heat? I don't know. It didn't struggle because of the heat when we had the real heat. It's 10 degrees cooler than it was during that day when we streamed the last time I wore a vest, if you recall. During the ridiculous heat. Oh my god. Pete Dave Tenner, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs as we concede a goal. That's so kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much. Presents, they'll work. That definitely won't bugger up the GPU as well. Reasonably priced. Define reasonable. Because not from my experience, they're not. Oh. I paid £50 for this GPU. Now, that's reasonable. Oh. Can't bugger up anyone. Oh, I don't know. We've had much worse ones than this before. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. Well, okay then. It's funny how this doesn't do this with any other thing I do. It's only FM that causes problems like this. It's like FM has some... What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. I didn't know it does that in... Okay. There we go. All the money minus one. Yeah, in it. I think I saw a 3080 that my friend showed me. That was 700 and something pound. So, that's not even... Wait, is that current? I can't even remember now. I lose track. Sanisa's sent off. Ha-ha! Take that, buddy. It's also looking like Cork City might be the 7th European side for next season instead of St. Pat's, despite the fact they've got no loans from us. Maybe St. Pat's just took really shit loans from us. It's the only explanation I have for it. Nope, still fucked. I'll just skip you. We're going to have to check the preferences after this. Maybe we can turn the crowd down another notch, or just turn the bastards off. Play every game behind closed doors for today and see if that works. So for 40 quid? Not really. I mean, it was a 970 and I bought it, what, 4 years ago? So I don't think that was a good bet. I think that was a pretty good deal. And it's worked fine up until now. Like, I think that's a fine piece of business, honestly. Well, this will cheer me up a little bit. Yes, it is. And it's actually refusing to stop doing it now. So it's, yeah, the GPU will not unleash the graphics. It will not let go of it. So that's good. Let's say the GPU. OBS will not release the GPU. It's just stuck. I don't know. I don't know what's fucking up. I've restarted the game. That doesn't make any difference. Oh, but I do have coffee now in a cheeky little mug that has alligators on it. So, you know. Sorry, my bad. Rollerblading alligators. That's the key part of that. Good enough? Yeah, but the problem is, if I'm going to upgrade and spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on something, I don't want good enough. I want something that's going to be good a lot and last for a long time. And also just because I don't want to have to then upgrade again. That's the reason. I always go reasonably high and then stay with it for ages, basically. And people said that about the last round of GPUs, and it just didn't happen, did it? When the new ones came out, the other ones stayed the same price, and the new ones got even more expensive, so... Retro day. I'll remove my face cam. Oh. Food is also gross. It is. It's funny you say that, because it bloody well is. Just try one more time, see if it'll fix it. Nope. Just stuck at 93% usage for whatever fucking reason. It's not doing anything either. The crowd does look a bit more, movie, doesn't it?
Have you checked in your preferences?
Well, I would love to, but we're in the middle of a match.
Afterwards, check your preferences.
I know, we're going to, but we're in the middle of a match. For a good while. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's what I mean. Looking at 3080, it's probably about 700-800, roughly. But I'd also, the problem is it's not as simple as just buying a new GPU. I'd also probably need to upgrade the PSU in this computer because I don't think that it would be strong enough to actually power any of the newer GPUs. So it's not just a case of getting a new GPU. You have to upgrade the entire inside of the computer. It's not such a simple job, basically. And also, the last time I tried to upgrade anything in this computer, it literally didn't post. I still have that RAM sat in a drawer. It's not for every team to offer for most of your players. I don't know. What I would say is a lot of our players have got wanted logos for transfer for Dundalk. How's Pog dealing with the heat? Not well. Thank you, Pog, for the update. Is it 6-2 now? Jesus Christ. Even without upgrading the CPU. Oh, yeah, for sure. CPU would be fine. CPU is not a problem in this computer. It's a 3700... Yeah, it's a 3700X. I deliberately got one that was just that little bit better. Oh, no, it should be 6. But the GPU was the one thing I didn't upgrade when I got the PC because it was the newest part of it. As in the old one had everything. I had one PC which I got a new graphics card for much later, which then meant when I upgraded to this one, I didn't upgrade the graphics card because that was by far newer than everything else. But I built this in 2019, so yeah. It's one of those things. Well, we won the match. That's the main thing. Hat-trick for Nobby, which is nice. Oh.
Not too bad.
27 degrees. It is 31 degrees in this room. Let alone what it's like outside. Probably actually colder. This problem with these houses, they just hold heat, don't they?
They're built to insulate.
It was so bad last night. Upgrade the motherboard. PSU. I don't think I'd have to upgrade the motherboard. I have a MSI Tomahawk B450 Max, I think. So I don't think I'd actually have to upgrade the motherboard. I think it's just going to be a case of having to upgrade the PSU because it won't be able to power. It's only a 550 watt PSU. Which for this graphics card is fine. Oh, not you again. Like, honestly, Nobby is good. Oh, it's Bilbia. Definitely not then. Sack agent, standard. I'm really hoping I can get that guy on my other side to sack his agent so I can get rid of that ridiculous release clause. Right, that's what we need to check. Preferences. Crowd quality very high. Solved.
Do you need the crowd?
No. You don't. It's reset itself. Question though, chat. And this is weird, right? The options I had that reset was at least 3 or 4 weeks ago now, but we only started seeing problems with it like 2 streams ago. So which implies that I did reset it when it originally reset, and somehow it has reset itself in there somewhere. So we should be fine now. That is bizarre. Because I definitely would have reset it, and I feel like I would have noticed otherwise because it was fine, wasn't it? Well, okay, it looks like... Oi! Chat, but at least I can get... Why is FM? Good point. Why do we even play this?
Really nice.
I know you have. That's why I'm enjoying drinking it. Chat, I've got to show you this off.
Look at it.
Check out my mason jar. It's got alligators on rollerblades on it. I'm fairly certain this is for kid. We found these in the kids' party set.
No, it wasn't. It was in the like, you know, the bit that's got like picnic shit.
Picnic shit, you hear it
Like
here?
the plastic plates and the plastic cups. It was
It's the
in
kids'
there.
party section.
It wasn't in the kids section.
It's the kids'
It
party
was
section.
discounted to £1.50.
Pog's got one as well. What's your one got on it?
Watermelons.
Watermelons.
Should I get it?
Go on then. I think I'm the winner here. I've got alligators on rollerblades. It's Pog. She's knocking things over. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Stream starting soon, chat. Coming to a sky near you. Speaking of skies, Walter Sky. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. It's already quite warm. Jesus Christ. I'm guessing that's East Coast US. Oh dear. The heat is getting... I've got a heat stroke. Yeah, Pox is actually pretty cute, isn't it? Look at this.
Look at it.
So,
The watermelon on
look at the straw she's got and everything. Oh, I've done it again. No, I haven't. We're good. Update GeForce Experience. No, I didn't. But I know for a fact that it can dick with your settings in game because you can have it so that, you know, you can like optimize your settings with GeForce. I tried that in the past. Very bad idea. It buggered up all my settings. Oh, I really need to... now that I've signed up for that race, I really do need to run again.
You actually signed up for it now?
Yeah. It's 21 quid.
Really?
Oh, dear. We've got A-Rod. We do have A-Rod. Oh, my God. Yeah, I can... Hang on. So that's like... Is that still Eastern time? In New Orleans. Oh. It's the Salty Forest 5K. No, not 5. 10K. I think they have a 15K as well, actually, but I'm not a madman. Pod's getting the melons out. I think they're Central, maybe. Oh, no, it's Central. Oh, fair one. Wow. I imagine it's very hot, though, doesn't it? Because it's on, like, the... Is that the Gulf of Mexico down there? It's Matt dropping out some marathon beat. Oh, bold of you to assume I can do a marathon. I mean, honestly, I've... Oh, going out loud.
I'm trying.
Yeah, Longfoot got relegated. They did better this year, and I think if they keep building, they'll eventually maybe have a team that could stay up. But unfortunately, Waterford got kind of good towards the end of the season. Like, the only time I've ever been recognised in public and the person's actually spoke to me was during a race. So, you know, it's always a possibility, chatter, is what I'm saying. If you fancy signing up for a 10K, then crack on, you know. But don't expect me to keep up. That sucks for Alaku. God, he's 34 now. I hate seeing some of our best players just being older now. It just makes me a little bit sad at the same time. Right, we'll keep all the 4-star guys as well, just in case. Wayne Kemp. I wonder if Fitum Hottie's still knocking about in here. And that guy Matthew Matthews. Always got to keep an eye on the fun names, just in case. Jesus Molina, love it. Come on, give me something better than this. Hendry Reyes, that's better. Oh, I thought his name was Christian Lama. That's Sam Cross. Bet he's got terrible crossing. Yep. Figured. And, oh, I was hoping that was going to be Mini Carter. It wasn't. Right, we'll get rid of you guys. That'll make that a little bit easier. Cork confirmed pretty much. Yeah, speaking of Cork, did anybody see the Treaty United result last night? Oh! Cork City 0, Treaty 2. Beat the league leaders on their own ground. And not only that, I don't know who it was, scored an absolute belter into the top right-hand corner in that game. Screamer of a goal. Fair play to Treaty in real life. Dundalk squad without your players. I can't show them without our players because you can't filter their squads by those parameters, I don't think. But I can show you their squad. You'll be able to see which ones are our players because it's all of them. Doran, if only. So this is Dundalk squad. The ones highlighted in blue are our players. And him are all players that used to play for us, but are now there permanently. And there's a couple missing from here as well that are suspended. Ah, Dundalk, never change. Kevin O'Shea looks a bit alright, though. Still solvent, just doing their thing. Just pulling levers, right? We've all got levers to pull. You're managing Lati as well. That's awesome, Drew. How are you getting on? Actually go to other clubs in your league. Well, Craig, it's funny you say that, because I actually have a video coming out about that in 33 minutes. So if you just hold tight for a bit, we'll be able to exclamation mark loans and get on that, because there is like a method I've been using to try to make that happen, and I think it works. I mean, 85 players out on loan would suggest that it does. Slugs! Thank you so much for the 18 months. How's it going, my friend? What was the maximum amount of loans you got? You had over 100 at one point, didn't you? I do everything in your image, you see. League Cup double first season. Hey, I'm trying to do the same. I was amazed that we got to the cup final last night with Lati. Was not expecting that. And what a game as well. One is about stuttering. It's fine. I recorded it using the treaty save after stream on Tuesday. It's a really short one. It's like 9 minutes long, but I didn't feel the need to make the video long. I just wanted to have the pertinent information, and that's it, you know? No need to bugger about. Hopefully, I mean, it's not going to do as well as the last video, let's be honest, but even if it does okay, I'll be happy. Don't think it goes to 100. I reckon we can. I genuinely do. It seems possible. But basically, Craig, to give you the quick rundown, obviously loan list, dev list players, keep that importantly, and make sure that the dev list is set to have players actually go to your nation in here. After that, I have a view that I use here that allows us to see who's wanted at any one time. So during Windows, we just check in here every day, basically, because this can change from day to day. The other thing I've noticed is that when you offer all your players out as a big bulk at the start of the window, you'll get basically no bids on them. If you go back 2 days later, you'll find that half those same players are now wanted by the very same clubs that just turned them down. That's one of the things that I think people don't check, because why would you? That to me is so stupid. Because if you've just offered them out and everyone said no, why would your next thought be, I don't know, the next day I'm going to go back and look at the exact same list of players again and see if they're wanted. But that works. And also, I think there's a bit of a blockage you can get where there's too many loan bids at once, and once that resolves itself, you start getting new ones. It actually happened during the video. Twice. Oh, dear. Hey, everyone. The biggest thing I'd say is that we're up to third in the coefficients now. So next year we'll get 7 teams in Europe. We've got 6 teams in the groups this year, which is pretty pog. But they're not exactly ripping up trees. How many affiliates? Basically none now. Unfortunately, our board started cancelling them. So we have Bray, who is a local affiliate, and we've got Starback, and that's it. That was the TLDR of loaning. You're right, it was. But if you want a big LDR, then there's a 9-minute video coming up in half an hour. Cork do have a couple of loans, but it's nowhere near. When you actually look at how our distribution comes down, board always helps. Yeah. No worries, Craig. But yeah, video coming out in half an hour, so you should... It's basically what I just said, but with more examples and stuff. It does seem to be. Linfield cancelled us our one on their end, in fairness, because they got a new board. But yeah, most of them were just cancelled by our lot. Let's go check. Yeah, actually, we're going to look at who's got what. Bows have got a decent chunk. How many is that? Oh, of course, yeah. Because why would you want to select multiple players on this screen? Well, that would be silly, FM. I love it when they just impose random restrictions on certain menus. Like, I can add columns to this, but I can't select multiple players. Why is this? What is the purpose of that? Oh, dear. Is this the same third kit we looked at last time? Or is this a different one? Oh, hello. That I like. Is it just me? Or... is the white on yellowy gold a bit... doesn't sit with me? It's... everything's kind of... like, from a graphic design standpoint, if I had made a thumbnail with white on that, I'd be like, no, I need I need to darken this up a little bit somewhere. I don't like that. Honestly, it would have been better off if they'd had like a... I don't know. Not a fan. I like the idea about it, but I just don't like the white on light background. So much stellary. Discount toy. Sounds like a Feyenoord fan. Gold kit. Yeah, that's the thing. It's incredible. You can't normally miss with gold, but they've managed it. Bray have got a few guys. Yeah, Cork have 2. But to be fair, Cork do have 2, and one of them is Liam Neeson's, who is 5 stars now? That's exciting. Holy shit. He is developing. This is good, honestly. I'd much rather him develop there. I love it when we actually have players out online like that that are actually developing. Look at that graph. We might have to have a look at that. FM girl. We need to talk about Yorkshire puddings, Alice. We need to discuss this. So, for those of you that missed this, Alice has a proclivity for eating Yorkshire puddings with chocolate, is what I've heard. Can you confirm that, firstly, for us, Alice? Thank you for the raid, my friend. That's very kind of you. How's it going? It's what I was told. Confirmed. See, I think that's a crime. Do we still burn witches? Sorry, Alice, love you really, but Jesus Christ. Oh dear. Not for me. First the Wenger boys and now this. I don't know if I can trust you anymore. Oh dear. Can we call 111? Is that reasonable? You walking downstairs away kit with poor graphics all around. Oh god. Is it deliberately poor graphics or just like... Yeah, it does kind of look a bit like something I would make. And I'm not good at graphic design. Hence why my thumbnails suck. They're getting better, but they still suck. It's fine. At the end of the day, not everyone can afford a professional graphic designer. I've been following this guy on TikTok who does like random little football graphic design. And he's like self-taught. He's really interesting, actually. I think you need to reevaluate your presence. No, everyone's welcome, regardless of their horrendous views on Yorkshire puddings. If this is true. They're not, though. They're fine. They've gone from shit to fine, maybe. Daggerforge. I like me some Daggerforge. Have you got a link? Oh, what is the Wenger boys issue? Alice refuses to play them and enjoy them. And that, for me, is almost worse than the puddings. Yeah, Dario got loads. Drogheda have got a few. And Dundalk, I mean, you look at that. But Dundalk haven't taken any new ones for a while because they're kind of, like, plugged up with them, if you like. They're basically constipated with... Hang on a minute, what? Longford took a guy! I didn't realise that. I mean, shit, but they did take a guy, at least. That's positive. It shows they can do it. Let's have a look at the progress bars. Does this actually sort properly? Oh, it does! I wonder how it's actually doing that. Duotron looking tasty. Jedvai looking tasty. Obviously... Ernest Bell, really? Alright, fair one. Lauren Yaga, yes. Nice, looking good. These ones are a bit more sketchy. I don't know how it's... Wow, Demiri went like up and then down massively there. Don't know what that was about. United's third kit. I don't know. I haven't seen every kit, but let's have a look. It's just the Daggerforge one. It has the same problem that you get with a lot of Scandi kits, where they do be having lots of sponsors. It feels like one thing I noticed about Scandinavian football is they look like hockey jerseys. I know that the Allsvenskan hockey jerseys look like this as well. There's just so many sponsors on them. They're almost like to the point of absurdity. But that's the thing I noticed a lot in Scandi football, especially Swedish football. Like my Tromsø kit's not too bad, but it's still pretty bad. Tromsø's got about 6 sponsors on it, I think. No, that's his real name. That's his real name, I promise you. Information. We haven't touched him at all. He has like a race suit in it, yeah. Every time they score a goal, they have to do an interview and mention Chevy and Gillette and whatnot. He sponsors on the socks. Oh dear. I am in fact not loving it, Terja. How did you possibly know? Team match is just man. That's for the men's team, Icarus. The women's one just says woman. I mean, to be fair, the man's place of birth tells you all you need to know about what he's likely to be in the future. Is a gem. And they are completely correct. I never noticed that. That's perfect. Liam Neeson's is born in Isagem. Great stuff. He's going to be ridiculous. He's got nothing below a... Wait, hang on. Holy shit. Chat, he's got no single attribute below a 7. He's 17 years old and not one attribute on him is below a 7. Usually when I see that, I'm like, oh, that means they've got nothing below a 6. He's got nothing below a 7. He is genuinely ridiculous. How much did we pay for him? It wasn't that much, was it? 900 grand. Can he... I guess we're going to find out. was that? There was a guy that Cabantili sold to a Premier League side in the 7. I can't remember who it was. Mexico awake it for the World Cup. Okay. It's just classic Mexico, innit? Just vibes. Absolute vibes. Only 1.5 stars. The answer would be very, very good indeed. Enzo Schifo. Oh. Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That was not what I wanted there at all, but hey, we'll take it. It's an Italian team, or an Italian stadium, which is presumably Crotone's ground. Right, let's just grab that and that. Sorry, the issue I mentioned earlier. Oh, crack on, Orsby. Yeah, sure, let's have a look. We'll do some... We've got not many games to get through on today's stream, so we can kind of be chilly. And finish, obviously, a little bit early because it's a Saturday, and I want to watch the Fulham game at 3 o'clock. Right, we can... Wait, when is the next game? 4 days. Right, okay, so we want to rotate for this one. Use prospects the hell out of it. Daniel Antonio through the middle with Bibi, Cisse, Ramos. Ooh. Wojnitska. Mamani. Bogdanov has been so good in the absence of Sal. He really has. He's got 26 assists this season from right wing back, now that he's actually got that role trained. I don't want to put Ruddy in here. I want to put... yeah, Van Bynen. Because he's there. Actually, can I put Van Bynen and Van Bynen in the same team? No, apparently not. Oh, dear. Yeah, it had to be a vested ace. It's just far too hot. I have a vested interest. Oh. Perfectly legal ways, of course. I'm going to use my very long-range telescope. Sal, yeah, Sal has been out for 9 months with a broken leg, unfortunately. He got injured about 2 days after we finished off the end of last Champions League season. Just as I was about to start recording that video, Sal got injured and he's still out. Yeah, here we go, look. Broken lower leg, 3 to 6 weeks. How long was he actually out for? Medical report. Does it actually tell you? So it was July he got hurt. So he's been out for nearly 4 months so far, and he's probably going to be out for another month. So it's actually only 5 months in the end. But yeah, and annoyingly, it was in the fucking Club World Cup final against Barcelona that we lost. I don't think he's lost. He's lost a bit of physicals, which you'd expect. But other than that, he's still okay. Luckily, Boggy's got so good in the meantime. Right, let's load these up. Scouting settings. Right. So, scouting players, player search. Right. Okay. So nationality Norwegian, and is at least 1 international cap. So that should show you Norwegian internationals, which it does. Hang on. What were we expecting to see there? Because what you should be seeing there is players that have a Norwegian cap and are active in your save with Norwegian nationality. And from what I can tell, 54 seems about right for active players that would have Norwegian caps. Haaland isn't there. Oh. Oh. Well, in that case, it's probably just broken. Let's be honest. It's probably just broken. And that is a shame. But yeah, I have no explanation for that. It's dynamic. No, we've got the other screenshot shows that he is still active. He's still a player. So that is odd. Unless it's... Oh yeah, maybe it's because he's retired internationally. Maybe that shouldn't affect it though, should it? It'd be weird if it did. It'd be weird if, like, when they're internationally retired, it then discards them for that. But they still have the caps, wouldn't they? Or unless it's just some back-end thing FM does, where it gets 78 caps to Norway and he's like, you know what? I'm feeling Curacao today. Really? Forsgren? No, we'll put Swanetsky in. Forsgren is further down the pecking order than Swanetsky, for sure. Right, moment of truth, chat. Did we fix it? Oh, Macaulay. Still in the main squad. Oh, yeah, of course he is. So, yeah, then I have no clue. That is FM being FM. There's no age filter that you've accidentally got ticked on or anything, is there? Telephone in person or travelling overseas to watch it legally on television for those. Sorry, yes, apologies. I am, in fact, going to use some kind of... I'm going to travel to where it is legal and then watch it via that, because I am a good boy who would never just go to Footy Bite and whatnot. I would highly recommend not going to websites like Footy Bite and definitely not clicking one of the plethora of very high quality links. Just make sure you have an ad bracket, but you won't need it because you won't be on the website. So, highly recommended. Oh, of course, yeah, we're still on fucking 2D, aren't we? What Footy Bites? It's not a website you should ever go on. That's changed to extended highlights map. Right, let's get it back to 3D and hopefully it works now. Instantly. Fine. Perfect. Hey, Popstar, how's it going? Whole bunch of displaying just for the film game. True. True. Ramos, nice. Oh, never mind. Bad. It's the opposite of nice. Not nice. Oh, I use the one I use and it works fine for me. Everyone has their own choice, but that's the one. 4 bytes. Yes, you do. Sorry, you mean you don't use it, Mislav? Come on. Stick with the game here. You've got to help me. We've got to duck and weave, right? I would put it in chat. It's got a slightly different spelling, remember, I think. Or has it? I don't know. You'll be able to tell very quickly if it's the right one. Surely cheaper. Ah, not with the tickets prices for Fulham at the moment. Although, actually, with it being away at Wolves. But then I'd have to go to Wolverhampton. And I might run into Dave. Oh, dear. It's just the same way that I definitely don't use Sports Surge to watch F1. I don't. I would never recommend it. I'm just going to check to make sure of the spelling of the website I don't use. Just in case. So, yes. That would be the correct spelling. Footy Byte. That's a website I don't use. I wouldn't possibly know. But if I was to guess, I'd say that's the correct spelling. Sci-Hub is... Yes, Sci-Hub is fantastic. But I wouldn't know because I've never used it, of course. I thought they had a goalkeeper called Tom Jones then. Screenshots, didn't hear a thing you said. Oh, basically, your Husby, we were talking about how I have no fucking clue what that is, but it sounds like an FM bug, which, unfortunately, I realise is not helpful to you, but it probably is the case, let's be honest. Stop holiday. I know, but, like, come on. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. No, definitely don't use any of those websites. That'd be terrible. And just on the off chance that you are a person like myself that watches NASCAR, it's on Twitch. It's not on Twitch, I should suggest. It's definitely not on Twitch. It's definitely not on Twitch on a Sunday night. Spelled X-Hamster is, yes. It's usually, when Fulham were last in the Premier League, I got to the Fulham games on X-Hamster by just watching for gangbangs. It was top of every category. Crazy. Yeah, now you know not to accidentally type it in, because you could get, like, enjoyment, and you wouldn't want that. What? Oh, so yeah, the website I don't use to watch F1, because that would be illegal and terribly, terribly wrong, would be... that's the wrong website. I'm not typing anything in, of course, because that would be ridiculous. That would be... a website I don't use would be v2.sportsurge.net, but then again, I wouldn't have any clue. So that's definitely not a website you should use. Oh, dear. Yamaha. It's the sleeves. Once the sleeves come off, the pirate in me comes out. Scam the FA by dodgy website. I know, exactly. Definitely don't use a... Yeah, I don't even do that. My contract expired with Nord, and I probably need to pick up a new one. I think I'm going to get Mulvad. But I just haven't for a while. One of those dodgy fire sticks. Yeah. Sorry, my throat's really bad today. This is a cupful. Is it really? Wow. It's full on like... Okay, and we move. Now my apes are gone. Sorry, mate. She'll fall for collecting NFTs. Or harvesting... Not harvesting. Harbouring rare animals. Let's bring on... You. You for a little bit. Nice. Holland score. Who are City playing later? Now, you don't need the dodgy fire sticks. There's much better ways around that. Just, I'm going to say some words, and you're definitely not going to want to find out what they mean. Sorry, 1 second, chat. Right, and we're back. So those words would be, obviously, Usenet, NZB Get, Sonar with 2 R's, Radar with 2 R's, and Plex. Those words, obviously, they wouldn't mean any... And VPN. They would mean nothing. But if you were to find out what they mean, you might have a nice time, is all I'm saying. Well, look at us. Shouldn't I still be using Kazaa? No, mate, you're going to want LimeWire for that. Oh, they're playing Bournemouth. Oh, poor Bournemouth. And not because of City, because of Scott Parker. Like, that... actually, what I would say is that man will set up a defensive as hell team, so they might even have a chance at not conceding 7, to be fair. No, we don't. at the end of the day, anything like that with piracy is a service problem. Just like how many of you pirate music now? We have Spotify. I'm listening to it right now. I can't remember the last time I download. Sorry, not that I ever did. But there's no reason to, because the service is there that provides it that people are willing to pay for. It's the same reason that piracy dropped massively when Netflix and those sort of services first started coming out. But now that every motherfucker under the sun has their own streaming services, I would imagine that the rates of piracy are massively increasing again because, again, it's going the same way as cable. It's a service issue. Kiefer Moore's about to... Oh, he's the true tall boy. Helping all your viewers to stay... Yeah, exactly. I'm keeping you safe, chat. Just make sure you have an ad blocker. Yeah. I would know because... Sorry, I wouldn't know. But I find that when I'm not watching Premier League games, they often seem to not be on Peacock. Or not MSNBC, NBC Sport. Last show you watched live on BBC ITV. A TV show that wasn't sport that I watched live. I'll tell you what it was. This would tell you how long ago this was. I shit you not, this is the truth. There was a dramatized version of I believe it was the Shannon Matthews disappearance case. It was the TV show starring Sheridan Smith of 2 Pints of Lager. And I believe she played the mum in the dramatization of it. I, for some reason, watched that. That was the last thing. And I think that was like 3 years ago. Might have even been longer. Eurovision. Well, this is the thing. I didn't watch Eurovision this year because I was at a wedding. Last year, Eurovision was on during a showdown. The previous year to that, it wasn't on because of COVID. So that would have been 2019. And that was... Actually, yeah, so maybe 2019 Eurovision perhaps might have been it. That was at my mate's flat. So actually, that might have been it. But it's still a while, isn't it? You see what... time it was on? No, I don't know. I think it was just on, and I went, oh, okay, this is quite interesting. Actually, I'll tell you what it was. I'd watched the first episode not live, and thought, actually, no, I kind of want to watch this live. I just get La Liga. That'd be kind of sick, actually. Oh, dear. Live promo is outdated? Yeah. I think when it comes to, like, with live events, obviously, it's the only way, and I think that will always be the case. Imagine if the Premier League had their own streaming service. Just imagine if they had a streaming service that was just like, had all the games, you could watch them when you wanted. I'd pay good money for that. Provided they then brought other stuff along with it. They could do documentary shows, they could do interviews and stuff, and I'd watch the shit out of that. Think of all the things like Premier League years and stuff like that they could make their own versions of and have that sort of stuff. They have all the rights. But obviously the thing is, the TV deals they have are so lucrative that I just don't think they'd be able to recoup that money yet. But I think there's going to come a point when people stop buying those stupid TV packages, and eventually I think there will be a crossover point where it does become viable, but it just isn't. It is not viable yet. That's the thing. Well, I don't know. Imagine if it's worldwide, right? You take away the worldwide rights and you have a worldwide streaming service, and it's like quite expensive because of what it is. Eventually, I think when people just get sick of this, they're going to start losing money from it on those TV packages are going to get cheaper because they're not going to be able to sell them to people anymore. And at some point, there will come a tipping point where it actually will become viable. I'm excited for that day, but I don't think it's yet, unfortunately. Be cool, though. There we go. Like NFL Game Pass? Yeah, NHL have something like that. I know NBA have one as well, or something similar at least. Oh, watch every game. But remember, NFL actually is way less games too, isn't it? I don't know how many actual NFL games there are, but I imagine it's a lot less than Premier League because there's less teams in it. Progress column. It's just, hang on, I'll show you. It's just a where is it? I don't know what it would actually come under, unfortunately, because with it being here, it now won't appear in the. I think it's in like training, maybe. I actually don't know. I wish I could show you, but hang on. Let me go to a different screen. Let me just hang on. Have I got this one? Copies of details. Oh, you can use the Lone Farm view in there. That's kind of sick. Let me just try and find it. Is it in training? No. Scouting? Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, no, not training rating. Anyone know what it's called? Is it just called progress? I thought it was. Maybe I've gone past it. It's in there somewhere. It'll be around. This is where I literally can't find it now. Is it this one? No. Progress. There you go. It's under dynamics and happiness, and it's called Progress. But it's just, yeah, that's how you get it. We'll go back to that again. Got there in the end. Oh, finally. 17 games. Okay, fair one. Yeah. Yeah, Prem Plus, but that was absurd. £10 per game. Fuck that. Nick Pope, indeed. Nick Pope. Do you remember those where they had that extra channel that was like there was a PPV game for every weekend? There was Prem Plus. There was another time when it was done as well. Absolute nonsense. Oh my god, Satanta Sports. What an absolute crock of shit that was. It's kind of nuts how many of those channels popped up through that period, and BT Sport is the only one that's actually stuck. Like, no one of there was so many of those like pop-ups around that period where every year there'd be a different new channel that would start. So there was Satanta, there was definitely more of them as well. Yes, Aberhall. They had so much more stuff. You could watch, it was called Player Cam, wasn't it? But you also had control of certain camera angles, so you could watch the whole game from a specific camera angle if you wanted. My dad always used to talk about how his dad, who was like an absolute football mad guy, like he played for East Fife back in the 50s. I think he did win the League Cup with them. We talked about that before, but he would have loved that shit. It was brilliant, but I think maybe it just wasn't used. Do you remember like Fan Cam? No, not Fan Cam. What was it called? Fan Zone. Where they had the fan of each club commentating on it. Jesus Christ. I love shit like that. I know that kind of exists already in a way with the stuff that people get now with like the watch-alongs, but I don't know. I think there was like kind of... It's nostalgic, innit? Warning? I don't think we need a warning about you, bud. It was carnage. Exactly. Did you get the 2D classic view? No. Imagine that. Just a helicopter. I think that now it would be absolutely insufferable because I think they'd end up getting people that are like, how to explain? People that are looking for like exposure almost. Like I feel like back then they were just sort of football fans because that sort of social media stuff didn't exist, so there was no reason to be like that. But now I think they'd just be full of wankers. And again, maybe it is just because we're older. Yeah, we've become cantankerous in our old age. Like, oh, we finally beat someone. Nice. Hesky Cam. Maybe. Clout Chasers. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Indeed. That was exactly sums up what I mean. Yeah. I don't know if you lot saw this clip on TikTok of, it was like some guy had written in about how his 5-year-old really liked Robbie and the other guy. And then the third member of Arsenal Fan TV, they said that she hated him. And he just goes off on this rant about like... It's just incredible. Oh, he's just should be teaching your daughter to hate, and it's just like she's 5, mate. It was a joke. It was brilliant. Yeah, I see a lot of Goldbridge clips on TikTok as well, but I actually don't mind him, honestly. I actually don't mind it. He seems like a nice enough dude. Ty's close to get. Yeah, it was Ty. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh. I assume we have some Arsenal fans in chat. How are AFTV, sorry, I can't call them Arsenal Fan TV anymore, can you? AFTV perceived from an Arsenal fan? Like, is it seen as like a positive thing, or is it more like a these are embarrassing to us kind of situation? Because I don't know how that's perceived from being a fan of the club. Former policeman, yes, he is. You saw the same podcast I did. They hate them all. Okay, bit of both. I guess it depends on what they're saying, really, doesn't it? Imagine Fulham Fan TV. Just handing out cheese boards. Should be taken down. I mean, I would never advocate for that just because, like, I don't really... Like, as much as I don't like someone for whatever reason, I'm like, you know, today, that's them. I just have to listen to it. I use my free will. Let's see. Oh. There's a Dara on the bench. Also, why don't we have a second goalkeeper? Did I just not register another goalkeeper for the Champions League? The unemployed staff thing is very annoying for that, and I've not found any way around it. I would love to see a fix for that in the new one. Some say it's a parasite. Interesting. It does seem that it's mostly negative from Arsenal fans. Like, I imagine that fans of other football clubs find them quite, not charming in any way, but like hilarious. But it's more of a laughing at rather than with, I suppose. Should be shot in the country club smoking room. Damn right. Sign Dara. Well, why is he tired? What's he been up to? What have you been doing, Dara? How is a grayed out goalkeeper tired before the match has started? Fatigue, fresh. Match load, light. He's played 0 matches and covered no ground. What's his natural fitness like? Stamina. You see? That was just walking to the ground for the match. He's just knackered. Had to catch the bus. Right, so Peta will start. Even though Nobby has improved. But Peta's got 53 goals this season. I can't really turn that down. Loving those links between Navio, Lukey, and Neslo as well. Boggy's good. This should be straightforward because it is Salzburg and we're at home. But you just never know with this lot. Right, now's the time to set things up again. I guess it's just when they with any of these things, I think once something goes viral for whatever reason, a lot of people try to do the same thing over and over, and I think they went viral for like the sort of the more controversial stuff, and then you do more of it because it gets more clicks, and then that's unfortunately the internet age, isn't it? I kind of hate it though when you see that from a piece of media you like, that you just kind of enjoy what it is, and then it becomes something that it wasn't because of things like that. Ooh, actually, I might leave it at that. I know Manea's not happy there, but when you see too many of these, the last thing I want to do is click this and lose all these, because you know what would happen if I tried to talk to him. These guys would somehow lose motivation because I spoke to someone else in the squad. So, yeah. I'm so glad we got rid of the that graphics card thing, though. Christ. Oh, yeah, that's Dara Higgins, isn't it? Right, okay. Let me set up the other teams, because this is quite important now. Fitness description, just not having it today. So, Dundalk hosting Real Madrid. Seems unlikely that Dundalk are going to beat Real Madrid. Right, chat? That would never happen. Who have we got? So Dundalk, Real Madrid. Sligo are away at Hibs. That's huge. They have to do something in that game. Bows are away at Standard Liège. Where's Shamrock? Away at Stuttgart. Okay, we're scrolling in that one. Derry, please be towards the top. Ajax. Okay, good luck, Derry. Enjoy. That's going to be about 6-0. God help us all. And we need you to help keep track of these ones. Chat. Derry are beating Ajax. So yeah, the crowd was reset to very high, which is weird because I've never had it on very high, I don't think. Even, like, at the very beginning. I always had it lower than that, so it's very odd. So, Derry City 1-0 up against Ajax. Nice and normal. Nothing to see here. Oh, this away kit. Don't mind a bit of that. Valev. Oh, it's missed the time. Right, just moving on my drinks over here. On to the next batch. Backs of vape bottles. There we go. Was that the same... Wait, hang on. I thought that was a replay of that missed shot. Very odd. Yeah, indeed. Oh. Well, that's another goal for Valev. I don't think we've had a season where both strikers got to 50 goals. Well, we have because it's this season, but still. Right. Keep that one scrolling. Derry have already had the equaliser with Van Kaam. Oh, another one for Valev. Go on. Go on, Steffi. Keep doing your magic. Oh, he's done it again. 54 goals to the season for Stefan Valev. What a guy. So we've got 54 for Valev and 53 for Petter Christensen. It feels like our strike force is kind of where it needs to be when our top two have over 100 goals between them. And Turbovic has got nearly 30 assists as well. Boggy's got nearly 30 as well. Right, let's scroll that a bit. Keep an eye on Chamois. That's going to be tough. Oh no, they're fairly close together. Cool. Derry City back in front again. Derry City 2, Ajax 1. They got twatted 4-0 by someone that was way worse than Ajax, and yet here they are. I think the ED7 record could be broken by either of them at some point. If they have a season where they stay fit and smash it during that first half of the year when we have less fixtures and they're able to play a bit more, then it could be absolutely up for it. It's going to be exciting. What was Emmett's record? Was it 64 or 68 goals? Because that's still a long way off when you think about how many goals that's required. I can't remember. 64 seems doable. I think Emmett's was 68, wasn't it, that season? And that record has stood for nearly 20 years now, which is kind of mad. How many non-overlapping goal contributions they'd add up to? I wish. That'd be so cool. And Valev obviously has more goal contributions than Petter because Valev obviously gets a lot of assists as well. Oh, Christensen's through. Oh, I think that might be offside, but I don't know because what a strike from Petter Christensen. Individual spoke to the wheelchairs and the... Yeah, the way I noticed that it was when we had that goal and we were looking at the real... Oh, it is a goal. It's given. Was when I noticed that the crowd, when you have them on very high, they move independently, where when you have it set to very low, they tend to move as like one giant wave, like a chunk almost. Like, you see the way they're all doing almost the same animation, or like an alternate animation. That's usually the giveaway. 3-0 up already. Great start. Okeechobee, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Hibs beat, yeah, Sligo are buggering it up, unfortunately. Standard Liège beating Bose and Stuttgart beating Skamrock. Come on, lads. We can't have that this season. We need something. More, I'm wearing more clothes. That is quite impressive, actually. Oh, there we go. Equaliser for Bose. Sligo turned it around. Mazer and Halsken. Yes. Come on. They have to win that. They win that, they've got a chance. Particularly as if they win that 2-1, they would have the head-to-head over Hibs and would maybe get that spot. Scammers do need something. Yep.
Do you know if there's a
I know.
train coming?
Who'd wear clothes
Oh, yes.
at a time like this?
They are building it
DM
now.
McDonald, thank you for the follow as Christensen's shot strikes the base of the post. Oh, yes, you're right. The loans video is out. Exclamation mark loans. Incredible. It's just a short one. But we'll see that looking awfully... No, that's going to be not given. They never are they? Excellent, McDonald. How are you, my friend? Can't get less than nothing. Oh, you can, Oki. You've never heard of skin flaying, sir. Yeah, they're not actually pulling up trees, are they? Honestly, it's an unfortunate scenario. But we kind of expected we were going to... I reckon we're going to have 2 or 3 tough seasons now where we have to be on it and hope that... Luckily, Dundalk are actually doing really well. They beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and now they're drawing with them at home. Like the American. Oh, I like that. Edgy the footage today. Obviously, I won't be watching the early kickoff, but I'll be getting off early enough to watch the Fulham game later. Jeter, that's the one. Bloody Jeter. Oh, yeah, is it done? Is it defoyed? It's Chuck. We're obviously talking about Chuck, yeah. We're clearly talking about FM, dear. Oh, it's another one. It's clearly stick piano. Well, it's 4-0. It's not quite the 9-0. 9-1, rather. But it's certainly getting there. As Christensen surely is going to have that. Oh, it's offside. Wow. It was bombed. Okay, right. Let's set this up again. If Dundalk took a draw with Real Madrid after what happened last time, that would be so good. Derry's still beating Ajax. Legends. So if things stay as they are, this would be a good day, except for what's going on in the Europa League. That's probably the biggest letdown for us at the moment. But if Sligo win that is a game changer for us. That would give them a chance of getting third. And if we got both Sligo and Dundalk through, the first time of asking in the Champions League groups would be so damn good. Oh, go on, Turbo Civic. Oh, Navio. Oh, what a strike. Luis Navio. Felice Navi goal. That is a beautiful effort. I wasn't expecting him to do that. He's just absolutely twatted that. Lovely stuff. That might be one of... He doesn't get many goals for us because he's a centre-back that can't jump. But if you're going to get a goal, why not like a cheeky little toe poke from the edge of the area? Lovely stuff. Knockouts with me and Drew with... Oh, you hate to see it. It's going to happen. Like when Dundalk got through their Champions League group. Was it last season? Or was it the season before? And it was season before, wasn't it? And then they drew Liverpool in their first knockout game. And then they did only lose 4-3 on Ag, to be fair. Quite late, yeah, but it doesn't matter for content, does it? You know? If the content's good, which it is, then that's what matters. Derry are 3-1 up against Ajax. Can we talk about that? It's Derry City 3, Ajax 1. Did Ajax just think, nah, don't need to bother today? No need for that. Right. Let's just be sensible here. Valley's been brilliant. Maybe go a little run for Lindy, because Lindy's getting good ratings lately. The Actu's looking fine, looking confident, but maybe just bring Radojic. I reckon Radojic could slip some cheeky balls through. Ajax are getting mudded here. Yeah. Wait, what? We'll give that a minute. I think that will reset itself without any issues. How old is Threes? I think he's 33. Valley. Oh, man. Stefan Valev. Hat-trick. Another hat-trick in the Champions League for Stefan Valev. 55 goals this season. He is like our own personal Erling Haaland. He really is. With even better in the air, honestly, because he's actually really quick. What a ball in from Manea, by the way. Valev reminds me so much of Jakob Vestergaard on the Unial save. Oh, Real Madrid have scored, but Sligo have a third goal. So that's annoying. But I think Dundalk are fine in their group. For third, anyway. Sorry, yes. We actually found a guy called Sebastian Paulsen on the last stream. And he was Danish. Ajax and ECL. Well, I guess that implies that they dropped right down. Oh, Liverpool have conceded again. We might win the group today in this match. Because Liverpool have not been good at all. We're already 6 points above them. If we win this, we go 8 points clear of them. Radojicic. That is not a penalty. That is not a penalty. Is it possible? I didn't say better. Like, what I mean is that Valev is extremely tall, taller than Haaland, better in the air, and he's extremely quick. And he's got great finishing. So he's not at Haaland level yet. He's only 22 as well. But he's getting that way. He's getting extremely good. Fucking hell, Hibs. 3-3. I thought when they got the third goal, that was done. But then Bremer, who of course is one of our firmer players, and Maciel, well, that's probably fucked it, hasn't it? Oh, God, it was all looking so good. Sligo needed that win. They'll probably lose now. That was a desperately important one that they had to win. God damn it. Yeah, they were dissolved. It's a real shame. It's... I wish I'd known about it, honestly. I would have seen if there was anything we could do. I don't think there would have been much, but if there was anything... Fucking hell, Hibs too. Yeah. I know, this time they're doing good things and I don't want them to, as Limburg puts in the 6th goal of the night now. Red Bull Salzburg do not have a good time when they play us. They just don't, do they? Yes! Meza makes it 4-3 to Sligo. That is such a big goal in the grand scheme of things. If they hang on there, 4-3 would give them a head-to-head advantage over Hibs because they both drew with Atletico. So that would be enough, probably, if things go right, for them to get third in their group. Oh, surely not another goal. Surely there's not a 7th one. Christensen's through on goal and he smashed it wide. We want 7. I didn't just see what I did. I didn't just see what I thought I did I? Please don't tell me I saw what I thought I did. No, I didn't. For some reason, I thought they'd scored a late equaliser. They didn't. Thank God for that. So Dundalk did lose, which is a shame. But I think they're still going to be okay in that group because Besiktas are getting dicked. Hibs lost to Sligo, which is so important for us. That gives us Sligo a chance. Holy shit. So we're getting Dara Higgins. Good stuff. We'll check our group out in a minute as well. Yeah, we've already qualified with 2 games to spare. Oh, yes. This is more like it. They will have the head-to-head on Real as well. True. Juliet tells Neslo to join him at Old Trafford. Stop it, Juliet. How about Neslo tells Juliet to join him at the Dara Galvin? What do you think about that? Jules. £13 million? I actually did get a goal back, but luckily they still won. So Luis Meza banged a hat-trick in the Champions League there. Right, let's check our group first. So yeah, we've already qualified, and we're only 1 point away from group winner. Yeah, so Juliet, for some reason, doesn't have a face anymore, and we don't know why. It just randomly got removed. Contract's up in the summer. Yeah. But the problem is he'll probably... If we get... Basically, if I can sign him now, I will. Because the last time I tried to sign a player like this, they chose to join someone else, like Bermanets. It's just, I don't want to run the risk of him having other teams, basically. Liverpool might not qualify out of this group, which is actually kind of bad because they're going to the Europa League. I hope that Liverpool qualify, but just barely. As for the Dundalk group, they are basically guaranteed 3rd spot. They could even still qualify out of that group, honestly, but they're pretty much guaranteed 3rd. There's no way Besiktas are going to win both of their remaining matches. It seems unlikely. Sligo Rovers are currently in the 2nd spot in that group. They're actually above Atletico, who are bottom of a group with Sligo Rovers and Hibs in it. What on earth? That is amazing. Atleti have not won a game yet. They've drawn against Chelsea, Sligo, and Hibs and then lost to Chelsea. What on earth? That's beautiful. And that means that Sligo have the head-to-head on Hibs, which is great. So as long as they both lose their other games, it's great. Oh, SPFL's pretty high up as well. Very high. It's like they were above us for a point. They were like 4th for a season. Now they've dropped down to 5th, I think. I'll just quickly show. Actually, wait, 1 sec. We'll look at the other groups first, then I'll come back to that. Also, Vålerenga not being awful. So fair play. What about the Europa League? Bows still 3rd in their group, which is key. Hala Madrid not qualified. Well, they did lose 4-1 at home against Dundalk. And anyone who loses 4-1 at home to Dundalk probably shouldn't be going anywhere special. Let's be putting it that way. Then again, both Barca and Man United have also lost to Dundalk in the last couple of seasons. So both still looking good for 3rd in that group, which is fine. That's all I want from them is 3rd. If they go any further, then great, but It's Shamrock I'm more worried about. Although they are still technically third themselves. They've not won a game yet, but they are still technically doing it. So that's something. So literally, as things stand at the moment, we'd have us through the knockouts, Dundalk in the knockouts of the Conference League, technically Sligo in the knockouts of the Champions League, but I think they're going to be in good shape to get Europa League knockouts. And technically both of these lads are actually in qualification spots for the Europa Conference League. What about Derry City? Incredibly, if they get the right result against Karabag, maybe, they could leapfrog them and could still qualify out of this group after their first win of the group comes against Ajax. Okay, that was a good day for Coefficient. A really good day for Coefficient. Because that pushes us to 6.3 points for the season now. Keeps the gap over Italy nice and strong, which is the main thing. Scotland's still 5th at the moment, but they are going to drop off this year, it would seem. It's weird only having 6.3 points at this stage, but with the fact that we didn't have any qualifiers to play, really, and we've got to divide by more now, it makes sense that we'd not quite have as much. So, that being said, I say that. We're still, like, 6th for the year, currently, and only just behind Portugal, who obviously get more games to play. Did Shamrock pull out a draw late on? Oh, that's sick. I know that Bows were drawing. Yeah, Germany had a huge fall off because of seasons like this. Look, an 11-point year and a 10-point year. 13 is even too low for Germany, but this year they're smashing it. Probably on account of, like, having Dortmund, for example, are in the Conference League. So that will help. Oh. Wow. So hang on. This is your Europa League winners. Wait, hang on. Wait, so hang on. This is the Europa League and this is the Champions League. PSG, Man United, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal. And then this one here is the Europa League. Wait, which one's which? That's insane. I think ours are at least a little bit more flavourful. Champions League, maybe not. Like, look, Barca, Chelsea, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea, Paris. Yeah. The Porto season was fun. Other than that, it's been pretty dull. Europa League's been a bit... Oh, hang on, you can't see. My bad. Juve, back-to-back Benfica titles here was pretty sick, particularly as they then went on the next year to get to the Champions League final, which was pretty sick for them. Kind of a few more interesting ones, and obviously Treaty United in there, but ours is not that much worse. Bayern, Man United, Arsenal, Milan, Juve. Marseille had a cheeky one in there. Conference League's always way more fun, though. Feyenoord, Everton, Sevilla, Newcastle, Shamrock Rovers, of course, Everton, Sporting, Villarreal, Besiktas. That was a fun season. FC Copenhagen, Athletic Club, Rangers, Young Boys got one. Galatasaray. Coefficients, we literally just looked at them. We're doing fine. Managing the gap. Looking like we can hang on to 3rd this year, for the most part. And next year is actually a worse year that we're losing. So actually, we can kind of we should steady the ship for a few seasons, I think. That's what we were trying to work out, Johnny. We couldn't work out if the Bella Gutmann curse was for all of them or just one. Not that it mattered, because Benfica actually, during one of my saves, I can't remember which one, won the Champions League first season. Don't know how, but they did. It was mad. They fully would laugh, wouldn't they? Yeah. Right, that's good. We've got to play Longford in a bit. How are we looking on here? Oh, wrong one. There it is, analyst. They're really overperforming their XGs too, which is lovely to see. Thijs Fries has actually had a poor season by his own standards. And look, this is the thing about Nobby. He scores goals, but he's one of those guys that just sits on his XG and doesn't go like above and beyond to that elite level. Whereas Christensen and Valev, because of his aerial threat and because Christensen's Christensen, they're just better. I think if we get a value bump on our players, like to the point where he's worth like 80 million again, I'd be tempted to cash him in. Maybe. Just to offset any I don't believe Treaty's squad has strong enough to play at a level matching my ambitions. Sorry, mate. Just to clarify here. Where did we go in the Champions League last season? I believe it was the semi-finals. Where did you guys finish last season, mate? Oh, that's right, the quarterfinals, where you were knocked out by Barcelona. Weird that, innit? Also, ambitions, you're 35. 36, rather. Grow up. Who's in a bid from? Is that us? Oh, I might ask Alaku to endorse the move. Let's see if I can do that. Is that even possible still? No. Damn it. Maybe we'll try and sign him on a free. See if that works. I think it's unlikely. I just want to bring him home, man. In the same season. Did they? Liverpool. I think Liverpool have won the Europa League, haven't they? Not in this save. Unless it was this one. No, not that I can see. We were also knocked out by Barcelona, but we got a round further before being knocked out by Barcelona, and that should count for something, right? Ah, there's Kieran Foley. Wow. It looks like Kieran Foley... Oh, in the picture I was showing. Right, okay. He still looks quite good. It's nice to just bring him home. Like, he deserves to be at a place where he'll be loved, and he will be loved at Treaty United. After all, he did come through at Treaty United, so that alone should be enough to make him be loved here. Our brilliant guy that was poached at 15 that came through at 16. Some nice players in here. Bobby Bradley. Boom. PS2 Hagrid. You're not entirely wrong. He is a bit like, there is a slight sort of crossover between. If he had long hair, it'd be perfect, but he has got a bit PS2 Hagrid, hasn't he? He just has. You're a wizard, Juliet. You're a winger, Juliet. I'm a what? Oh, God. Mike hasn't streamed for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't heard from Mike much. Obviously, we talked during the whole clip thing, but Mike's obviously got a new job, and so I suspect that he's probably been busting that out. So, I suspect that's the reason, basically. Oh. Lovely stuff. No, I don't really want to sell hang on, Aluminium Alley's worth 9 million quid. Have we had a squad bump and I've not realised it? There has been a little bump again. It's still not the full one like we had before when the actual was worth 120 million. But hopefully we'll get that back. All the scholars of our wonderful youth intake that was dog shit again. But at least there's players that are worth signing this time, I suppose. Some of them, maybe. Oh. And that's fine. Sick. Right, cheeky bit of Longford Town. We've got Liverpool. Oh, we've got 18 days to Liverpool. Perfect. Plus, we'll obviously have that silly, you know, the big one, the All-Ireland Champions Cup, or whatever the hell it's called. Do a bit of that. And put Bibby in, I suppose, alongside Christie. Maybe drop Manea out, actually, for... Oh, God. We're a bit light in that role. I'll leave you in there, I think. I think Aliku's injured, isn't he? Need to find some new CM. Not CMs, AMs. Oh, well, something to look for, I suppose. Yeah, I'll do. There's cheeky little Dara being on the bench now. Why is he on the bench? Is everyone else on international duty or something? Hey, what's up? How's it going, friendo? I believe Jovetic does still hate me, yes. I've got a rivalry with a man that I don't even know is there. Maybe that's why he hates me, honestly. Do you still hate me, Steven? Where are we? No, not Steven. Davil. Happiness. Extremely poor. Rival. Holds great disdain for you as a manager. Why? What did I do to you? I think he might be the only player that ever has that. Where is it? We can see this. Relationships. Oh, no, there is a couple. My bad. Oh. Koyuchi? I'm sorry if I've screwed your name there, but thank you so much for the follow. Harold Dinich of course. Big Hazard. He loves the other two, yeah. So Grant McCann hates me, obviously. So does... Wait, why is he not showing up in there? Ararat and Vargas. Vargas was the guy that was here for literally one transfer window before I sold him on to Porto for the exact same fee. Like, he came in for £2.1 million, and I just immediately sold him for £2.1 million. Vincent Company hates me too. Oh, yeah, adversary, and so does Julian Stefan. Jack Ross also... Why does Jack Ross hate me? What could I have possibly done to Jack Ross? PS2 Jack. Wait, Bilbia? Oh, no, that's very close. I understand. Well, I say I understand why Grant McCann hates me. I would have felt like he would have gotten over it by now, but unfortunately not, given that he's managed Hull for 36 years. I think he's suffered enough, right? Yeah, he just throws darts at a picture of me. Let's go check out on old little Harold. Harold Denich Schlecht. I always forget that he's 24 years old and we only signed him because of the memes. 5 weeks of summer vacation. Ouchie. Yeah, he's been Hull manager for 36 years, I think. Is it 36 years? Or 25 years? No. 26 years. So anyway, how did you get treated to that stature? It's just a slow process. Like, keeping hold of your players. When you say keeping hold of your players, how is it that you're unable to keep them? Are the boards selling them from you? Or are you just selling them? Like, what does that mean? because I think people don't realize how easy it is to actually keep hold of players if you're willing to upset them a little bit sometimes. It doesn't actually have such a negative effect long term, but if the board are selling them, it's a very different scenario. We had the same problem, but we found a way around it, which was to keep ourselves rich. As long as you stay rich, they don't touch them. In theory. That's just our board specifically. You signed a couple of £100 million players, as in you spent £100 million on the players, because if you did, that's probably why you're in that issue. Like, it's always better to just try and build on cheap guys and then try to develop them into expensive guys, because then you're always going to lose money. Oh, I see. Right, yeah. But the difference between wanting to leave and actually leaving is very different. I've had players every single window that want to leave, but we don't let them leave, and they usually just get over it in like a month. That's the key. Don't be afraid to upset them. Like, if all the things you do where you get people to talk to them, you tick the standard boxes like telling them they're influential or the dressing room atmosphere is good, if that doesn't work, just be like, no. And then in a month, they'll get over it. As long as they've got a long-term contract, you're kind of good, really. The only time we'll ever run into an issue with that is where it happens in like the last 6 months before they're due to expire their contract. That's when it can get a bit buggy. Not buggy, but like, yeah. You're kind of screwed at that point. But as long as you don't let it get to that point, you should be okay. Euro winner finals get stature up. Bear in mind, we've only won one European competition in this save, and that was the Europa League like 10 years ago, as we already take the lead against Longford Town. The poor sods. Missing 2 years. Why for let me buy? Oh, that's useless. I mean, you probably won't ever play it, but come on. These things are important, Stewie. I do actually have FM13. That was the first one I ever bought. I loaded it up a couple of months ago because I was making a TikTok using it. Bugger me. As much as we shit on this game sometimes, he's just come a long way since FM13, mate. Seriously. It was just unplayable to me. I was just like, oh, this is the thing I need to do. No, that's not in the game. That's not in the game. At least he's going to Inter on your save. Vicente was poached by Celtic on this save, and now he's Man United's head scout, which is annoying. Now, he gets to be near Juliet, and that makes me even sadder. Oh, good. Ramos. Okay. As much as he still remains 2-star, I feel like he's just waiting for that breakout moment like Neslo did. If I just keep giving Ramos game time, he's going to get there. Like, Freezy, Alaku, Limburg, these types of guys were great, but they're obviously phasing out of the team as they're getting older. They still do a good job. I feel like Ramos and Turbo Civic and players like that are and Woznicka are the future of our midfield. You play properly? Really? I've frozen. GG. The only one I own a physical copy of is... What a brilliant freeze frame. The only one I own a physical copy of is 13. Ever since then, it's just been Steam. It's still on Steam, but it's, yeah. Hey, Blue Banana. We're going to stick around today. Just want to say Nick Pope. Nick Pope. Chat, can we get some Nick Popes? Where is my recruitment me? Yeah, it definitely wasn't that. Oh, go on. Hat-trick for Ramos. Yeah, score, Miggy. Come on. Lovely news. Oh, they blatantly are, Johnny. The real. And there's going to be so many things next year as well that I just hope are not in it that probably will because spaghetti code, right? Presumably. Pick note. The vest was the right decision today. I do not regret it for 1 second. Are all these places kind of confirmed now? Yeah, top 4 is pretty much in the bag, isn't it? Because this was the last day of the season. It looks to me like... Oh, why am I... Oh, Lulu Booster, thank you so much for the prime. That's very, very kind of you, my friend. Super duper nice of you. Oh, thank you so much. And European Football Analyst. It's a very prestigious sounding name. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello, how you doing, man?
Winter, it can get very depressing.
Yeah, so Cork City are pretty much guaranteed to... Yeah, it's going to be Dundalk, Shamrock Rovers and Sligo in the Champions League next year. So that's good for... that's the kind of the good one, really, for me. Bowes, Derry City in the Europa League, and then Cork go Conference League. So that's going to be okay. Got a great deal with Pope. I like him as a keeper. Do with the heat on Bear, it is really bad. I thought we kind of got past it, but then it came back with a big sweaty vengeance. No, it's really not. 134 then this season. I don't know, actually. Maybe we have, I guess, yeah. We've scored a few. It's not our best ever season. Back when we used to play our different tactic, we... Actually, no, we've scored more than that. That's our goal difference. So we've scored more than 134 this season. The best season ever, we had 169 goals. Nice. But we'll never hit that again because the tactic we used to play was way better for destroying teams at this level. But it was terrible for... Not terrible for Europe, but it was less effective in Europe. So I think using this one overall. However, I do feel like maybe one thing we could do in games, I might try this for the rest of this one here. If we're desperate for a goal late on, I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that, where you have AFs either side and just kind of have it, you know, just go balls out. It's just what I was thinking about. If we're desperate for a goal late in a game. Oh, nice one. A building a nation with Bulgaria. Ah, I think we have another Jinx, are you doing building a nation, Bulgaria? Or are you just enjoying a Bulgarian save? I forget. Taking over Ludogorets. Nice. Wait, are Ludogorets struggling in that save? Ludogorets have some great youth players, though. Like, you're bound to get some ridiculously good players with Ludogorets. I mean, I should know. We've stolen most of them in this save. Actually, that's not really true. Most of our good Bulgarians in this save have not come from Ludogorets. Valev didn't, did he? They've usually come from, like, oh, who is that team? Whoever they are, they give us cheap players and it's delightful. Is my point. Oh, thank you, man. That's very kind. Every single episode. Jeez, that's like 100 episodes. That's insane. But I'm glad people seem to really be liking Nomads again, which is really, really cool. The Lati journey started off well. One of the Sophias, I think it was. We'll have a check. We'll have a look through the Bulgarians in our squad after. Oh, come on, Duji. You've just let Barry Boner score against you. Levski, I think, yeah. My salt has killed me. Oh, God. Keepers just let Barry Boner just stick one up in there. What is it? Why is he going with his feet? Up the Fulham. Yes. Things you love to see. Right. Well, that was dreadful. Don't know how well our little tactical tweak at the end there really made a difference. He's like, oh, we'll give Longford one, right? They didn't deserve it. Useless. But Miggy's hat-trick, though, was pretty clean. Ah, good old Bonnie Rigrose. Chernomore, that's another one. We'll check the Bulgarian contingent in a sec so we can see where they've gone. I am indeed, yes. So Dundalk win again. They get... Not that it matters because they're all going to be in the Champions League groups anyway. Poor St. Pat's. St. Pat's, congratulations, my friend. You are the one team in the league this year that doesn't get to either be in Europe next year or in some kind of relegation trouble. So well done. You've avoided being interesting. Enjoy. Cork had a minus 41 goal difference. That is going to have to be fixed if they're going to compete in Europe. That is dreadful. Boggy gets another couple of assists. I love him. He's so good. Nezo scouted. No, none of this. $1.5 million. We still only get $1.5 million. This is the fun thing, right? So, in terms of sponsors, our main kit sponsor is 195 grand a year. My kit sponsor at FC Lahti in Finland is £1 million. We play in the Champions League semi-finals last year, and that's our kit sponsor. It is ridiculous. Hang on. Alibuk Gunish, thank you so much for the follow. Irish League records. Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we? Boom. Oh. Yeah, Bulgaria is ridiculous. How do you simulate match skins actually do it? I actually don't know, Ewan. I think it's a built-in feature in the game because it's from FM Touch or something that's been left over from previous stuff, and it's just a question of like turning on the feature. From what I gather, I don't know. Some of the skin experts in chat will probably know better than I would, but yeah, it's odd. I assume it's just the equivalent as if you were holidaying the match. It just shows more stuff. Is that the record? Yeah, 2041, 178 team goals was ridiculous. 37, who was that? Was that 37 in a row? That's still, bear in mind though, that is still more than a full season. Cabantili. Oh, yeah, that was last season. They set the record for 122 goals conceded, which was beaten. It beat the record set by Bray a few years ago. Sponsorship doesn't increase at all, from what I can tell. Unless you get some mad sponsorship out of nowhere, it doesn't seem to scale in any way. And I'd love to see that change. Yeah, we still haven't managed to match that season there. You do it yourself. Yeah, so, but then how is it doing that, though? Is like, what is actually going on when it's doing that? 105. Jesus Christ. How was that run? Oh, I know that run. Yeah, that was the run where we had back-to-back unbeaten seasons, but we didn't do the Invincible year. I think back-to-back. It might have been... Yeah, it was nearly back-to-back. Oh, no, it was back-to-back, and then there was like a good season each side of it with losses, but they were like either end of it. That was when we put 11 goals past Cabantili. Oh. Who's on the touchline? I don't know. I just press instant results sometimes. Lowest attendance, 520. Mad. Obviously, our max attendance is just that now, because that's just our attendances. It's going to be a while before anyone beats Paolo's record of 37 goals, to be fair. Who's broken the 5 goals in one game thing? Yeah. And it wasn't one of our guys either. It's Philip Hamilton, of all people. Most assists, though. Lovely to see Thighs freeze up on that one, too. Gregerson still holds the record for Dundalk of most man of the match awards, too. Jesus Christ. Look at this guy here. Worst discipline. Tariq Mohammed, 2023. 5 red cards in 36 games. Yeah, Dave Mulcahy. Big Dave. What a legend. Scored the winning header for us in the playoffs during the first season of the save at 43 years old. And then he did get to play in the top flight for us the following season, which was just lovely to see Dave. He was our assistant manager for quite some time until Regan Booty became a viable option, and Dave then retired and gave me a chance to forgive him. Just them's the breaks, eh, chat? Oh, good, Glenn Torrent. Hey, at least he's not Linfield for once. The last few seasons, it has been very much Linfield every single year. Actually, no, wait. At least it broke. Oh, if anything, it's more Glenn Torrent than anything. It's always one of those two. Can't remember. Has anyone other than those two won this? Nope. Not even a little bit. His only goal. Was that his goal? Did he score in that game? I thought that was just the oldest player, not oldest goal scorer, but maybe he did score. Brian Van Beek. Okay. Noel Barnes is already joining us. Wiesenlander, thank you so much for the 12 months. How's it going, my friend?
Sigmate jam Sichrold, Sigmate jam Sichrold, Sigmate jam Sichrold.
Sichrold. Yes, boys. Top scorer at the club. Yes, you can. It's on best 11. It provided the player has made it into the best 11. Is what I would say. But yes, top scorer at the club for us is Emmett Doran. 407. And that's all competitions as well. Hey, Obo. So what we missed so far is we've qualified out of our Champions League group with 2 games to spare. We've got a 5-point gap to Athletic Club, not Liverpool. Liverpool only have 4 points after 4 matches. Dundalk lost at home against Real Madrid, but they still are sat in 3rd in their group, I think. Sligo are 2nd in their group, having won away at Hibs 4-3. Derry beat Ajax, which was great. Everyone's in a good position right now, except for Derry, but they can still get that one. Yeah, our top scorer is still Emmett. But what I would say, by the way, though, weird stat about that, our top league goal scorer is not Emmett Doran. Amazingly, despite him having 407, he's not our top league goal scorer. Wait, how do you see it? Where's the one where it shows, like, I swear there's one where it shows, like, oh, overview. There you go. Most league goals. Thighs freeze. 202 league goals from a central midfielder. Which implies to me, then, that Emmett must have scored over 200 goals not in the league. I know that he had that ridiculous cup season, but still mad, though, that was even the case. Thomas Koopman, thank you for the 2 gifted. That's so kind of you. Thank you, Thomas. Presents! And if you have just been gifted a sub, make sure you thank him. Random manager spotted at the top level team. The weirdest one for me, in terms of, should we have a little tour of top level managers in the Champions League, perhaps? Let me just sort this out. We always do the, like, let's look at the national team ones, but of the clubs that, because Champions League clubs tend to have managers in the save, which is something at least. Al Belushi is a great name. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do that. Remove from dev list, and boom. How are we getting on there, actually? Oh, wait, what? Wait, was there more? Okay. I guess I didn't select them all. Standard. Right, try that again. There we go. Right. What are we down to now? 287. Perfect. As for random managers, like Athletic Club, really? They have a manager? Liverpool have... Yeah, so Liverpool are being managed by Hannibal Maybury. Which to me is just kind of nuts. Because he was a player at... How on earth does that work? Also, 177 caps to Tunisia is kind of insane too. I had no idea he was Tunisian. Does he always declare? Is he just Tunisian, or does he normally declare for France? I swear he's French at the start of game. I don't think I've ever actually seen him declare for Tunisia before. Maybe I'm wrong. He was a player at West Ham for 12 years there, then retired. 5 years later, just became Liverpool manager, which is mad. Oh, thank you, Peace. That's so kind, my friend. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Oh, clearly you did. Otherwise you would have said that. But yeah, no, I'm glad. Hopefully the lone video helps out someone, right? But that's so kind of you to say. God, look at all this wholesomeness today, chat. But I just love the fact that Liverpool just took Hannibal as their manager. He's not even very good. Actually, that would explain why Liverpool are not doing well in this Champions League group. Would it not? They're third in this group. Loan video on the main channel, yes. Exclamation mark loans. Anonymous with the gifted sub to Peace Prince. This is what I was talking about the other day with you just sub-sniping from the rooftops there. Thank you so much, Anonymous. More presents, why the hell not? Oh, dear. Salzburg, no manager. Man City, Vincent Kompany, standard. Pogba does have a job, yes. You're going to like that when we get to it. Mikel Arteta, of course, is at Barcelona. Lille, they probably don't have one. Red Star presumably don't have one unless they've kept one. Inter have got Thomas Tuchel. PSG have got Paul fucking Pogba. They can't... This man has failed upwards his entire career as a manager in this save. It doesn't make sense. He's better than he used to be, but this is the man that took over a Hearts side that were actually legit and somehow nearly got them relegated from the SPL, was sacked after like half a season there, and somehow 2 years later just pops up as PSG manager. Because, you know, that makes sense. That being said, he has improved a lot since then. He was dreadful in terms of attributes at Hearts, so I'm guessing he's done a lot of coaching courses. Not that it really matters, because they're still not doing fantastically in that group anyway. Celtic got a manager? No. Oh, in fact, they did have a manager, but he's gone. Who was it, and why has he left? It was Marco Rose, who's resigned to become the Spain manager. Of course he does. Did I read out Manfield? No, there's no reason to. Hey, Mikey. Sean Dyche was cheeky in that. Patrick Vieira. Lambert. Oh, I love this. Just Paddy Vieira sneaking in there. And we'll do... why am I struggling here? Man United, who's their manager? Nagelsmann, boring. Dundee United, Joe Bursick, smashing it. Shakhtar won't have one, will they? Nah. Neither will Fiorentina. It's usually only the very big sides in this say that keep... What about Real Madrid? Oh, yes, that random Scottish bloke. Milan? Oh, hey, Big Wayne. Wazza still smashing it as Milan manager, doing a good job. So Bruce is just staff member. He's blatantly still knocking about. Raymond, there was no reason to, because I don't know if you're aware of this, Danny, but Clip is not... He's still with us, so to speak. Not even so to speak, he literally is. Oh. Did John Olarisa? There's no way he did. But we'll check. Barcelona Bristol, yeah. I don't even have to... I'll check, but I don't even have to, really. I can tell you for free he is. Pellegrino Matarazzo is the Bayern manager. Porto? They still got... Yari Vichera? Okay, that's strange. Like that. Leon? Anyone? No. Is it only like... Oh, Chelsea? It's still Julian Stefan. Atletico, Frank Evina. Who? Player, random guy that was a player at Hanover, and now they just jumped straight into the job as Atleti manager. No. So basically, it was he was hacked, Danny, unfortunately, and a lot of people, including myself, took the bait. Juve, Vitinha. Wow, that is a really... How did Juve get so lucky with that group, man? Jesus. John... yeah, that's it. Joppen Arna. I don't think he's actually here. Nope. Oh yeah, for those of you that haven't heard that, my apologies. We did briefly talk about it the very next stream, but I realised that, yeah. Yeah. Muxauce. Oh. Oh, I've just written Scott Tom. That'll do it. Mucktom. Nope. Not even... The closest I can give you is Scott McComb. Which just sounds like the answer to a pun or something. For some reason.
There's a train
Oh, I did do El Barto. My bad.
Oh, yes, very soon.
Shit.
They are building it now.
Nokesha, thank you so much for the follow. El Barto. Right, let's check El Barto. Because he's now at Manchester City, of course. Moved for inordinate amounts of money. And has actually become a really good goalkeeper. Makes you wonder if we maybe could have still held on to him, but yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? £79 million Lille got for it. Lille have done quite a good job at buying our players off of us for what we at the time think are good money and then selling them on for moon money because French league. Oh. So the coefficients, we already did. I'm not going to keep like showing it over and over because it's just like it hasn't changed in the meantime because obviously we haven't been playing any. We haven't haven't. Dynamic youth rating? Not at all. Well, not as far as I know. I wouldn't have a clue. Like you can't check it, can you? So I don't have the editor turned on, so there's no way of knowing, sadly. But not that it matters for the type of save we're actually doing. It would be nice if it still made more of it. If anything, from what I've heard about the way that it's supposed to work, if anything, the way we do this is probably going to have more of an effect on dynamic youth rating than what people that are trying to actually build the national teams would do, which is so stupid because we're trying to do almost the opposite of that, and it's probably had more of an effect, which is just a shame. So, Jonathan Hogg. I get the feeling that we're unlikely to... What? Closest I can give you is Jonathan Holt, unfortunately. Who has got caps for Ireland, though. I'll refund you points for that. Yeah, no, I was watching, when we raided Ben on Thursday, he was showing off the fact that Sturridge was managing, not Bath. See, look, now they're both back-to-back. Last season, these two games were 2 weeks apart, but this year, nah, back-to-back, mate. Nice and easy. Mental. Chatto. Aha! You mean Vincent Chatto, right? Good old Vincent Chatto. And yes, it's his real name. And yes, that's the reason he is working on our coaching staff, is because we finally found a guy whose name was Chatto. And can I get him on like a coaching course or something? No? That's weird. But there you go. Turns out you were all called Vincent all along. I hope you're aware of that. Oh, they're right there as well. 68 players. And it's during international break, as always. So that's excellent. I have no idea who's actually going to be in the team. But Dundee United are looking very strong. Also, Livingston out of nowhere. Ross County doing brilliant. Oh, wow. Hearts are struggling massively again. Under Christopher Ayer. There you go. Do you know how we were shitting on Dundee? Turns out that they've decided to be good as well this season. Scotland's going to get mad lately. Classy Netnick. Yeah, he's getting better if I recall. Not that much better, but he's slowly improving. I mean, actually, he's not. He's not going to get any better than that, but he is classy Netnick. You see that Necky scored midweek against Midtjylland for Benfica in the Champions League. Not Champions... Was it Champions League? I don't know. Needless to say, it was nice to see his little beautiful face pop up on my phone. Chip Thompson's thumbs. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I was going to say morning, but it is afternoon now, officially. Tunnock's caramel wafer. What? Wait, what? What did I miss? Other than that's the... Isn't that the Scottish trophy thingy? Majiggy. Something. something. Oh, well, welcome aboard, my friend. Don't know about good. You've really... Good is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. Okay, at best. Anticipate easy victory. Well, yes, it is this. Never noted that before. Yeah, no, it's the Scottish, like, league... Is it the Scottish League Cup or is it some other thing? Is it like the Scottish equivalent of the stupid trophy no one cares about? I can't remember. What? We'd have to do Scotland to find out. Right, that's good. Everyone's gone. Somehow Christie's still here, though. Oh, wait, hang on. So despite all that, Christie and Valev are still knocking about. Give them a chance to get some extra goals. Pad there. Aggressively fine. Love it. I am violently mediocre, as you'll soon see. The Betfred card. I don't know. What am I? What am I? Scottish? I mean, yes, but also no. I don't know. Well, this squad, despite all the players being on international duty, I'm guessing it's just guys that we don't care about. Either that or it's just not started yet. Although Cisse is there, which suggests that... Why on earth is Cisse there? Is it because of tiredness? Yes, it is. Screw it. We're going to put Aluminium Alley in instead. Rank is the Irish League. It is 3rd currently. Reputation ranked 7th. Coefficient ranked 3rd because reasons. Argentinian wonder kid called... Yes. We had a guy called Pablo Escobar earlier in this save who we never actually managed to sign. But we knew he was there and we would constantly go back into him repeatedly, but he never actually did sign for us because of this stage in his career crap. Free agent last season, he's very good. He is very, very good on FM. I mean, he was great for us last year, I should say, but I'm sure he's just as good this time around. All our goalkeepers apparently have just... Is Dara Higgins actually better than Augusto Perez? How is that allowed? Surely he's better than him, right? Mental. And I heard in Crespo it was a shit Paraguayan. That's right. I found a Chilean guy called Deborah, which was really fun. Things you love to see. God, it's all this extra hydration, my friends. I need a pee-pee, so I'm going to do water-based puns just to really smash that one off. Off you go, my friends. Back in a second.
Cooper, do not hate me. I am familiar with over 600 dance moves and I am programmed to get freaky.
Horsin Moria. Marijuana Waterfall Lane. Jesus Christ. Wave. Robert Lakewood. Oh. H2O Alonso. Fair one. Water treatment plants. Aquatine Degaphors is extraordinary. that is top quality. Oh dear. Matty Splash. Aquatine Degaphors. That is so good. Oh. Ever play from San Felix? Yes. We signed a guy called Jacob Carno at the very start of this. I say very start, like season 3 of this save from San Felix. But other than that, they've not really produced much in this save. But they had a couple of good crops right at the very start of the save, but have really done nothing since then. But they're always a good team to look at players from. But like with the way we scout, it's not really something that's ever come up. Just because, you know, if they're there, we'll find them. Unless they're just not getting in the national teams, maybe, for some reason. AFC Swimbledon. Danny Drinkwater, standard. By a Lakerkusen. You could even have Lakerhosen. No, Lakerhosen's a very different thing. I want to see Christie or Valev get 60. But I don't think they're going to have quite enough time. Unless we absolutely embarrass Glenn Toran here. Which there's every chance we will do. Overloaded. Maybe. I mean, not to my not. Oh, dearie me. Lukacic has just murdered someone in the midfield. I mean, we might do, but it's never caused too much of an issue in the sense that we generally win anyway. So it's not been much of a problem thus far. Jeff first. Oh. Lukaku works. Manchester 4 City. Speaking of football, is it Everton Villa that's on at the moment? Because once again, I have done a goof and forgot to set my fantasy lineup. So it looks like it's a great start of the season for me there. Garth Brooks. It's boring. Of course it is. It's Everton Villa is one of those games that I go, oh, and then go, actually, no. It's the battle of Lampard and Gerrard, I suppose, but... Question for you, chat. Do Lampard and Gerrard make it out of this season as managers in the Premier League with the clubs they're currently managing? I mean both of them. Do they both make it to the end of the year? Because I just do not think so. Rain Rooney? Christian Estuary? See Attlesand. That's a very resigning... Resigning? Have I just become Northern Irish there. It's a resigning no. It's a resigning no, it looks like. Yes, interesting. I think maybe one of them will be gone by Christmas, but I think it's going to be... I think Lampard will go first. A part of me thinks Gerrard might go as well. I rate him as a manager higher than Lampard, but... Interestingly, Gerrard does, Lampard doesn't. Thoughts? Oxbow Chamberlain. Try to clothesline a player. Standard. Both get sacked. Which I reckon if they are going to both get sacked, I think Lampard goes first. But I don't think that's entirely on... I mean, part of it obviously is on him, but I think Everton is just in real trouble at the moment. Who goes down this season? Like, do you think Everton actually will? Or is it just will it be a bit like last season where they sort of circle the drain, but in fact do manage to climb out just because they do have that little bit extra? Maybe. Villa do have a better team, for sure, but they didn't exactly look inspired against Bournemouth last weekend. Leeds are... I don't know about Leeds. I know that obviously they got rid of Calvin Phillips and they've lost some good... They've lost their two best players in Phillips and Rafinha, probably. But I actually think they've done some quite... They've done good recruitment, I think. And if those players actually fit what Jesse Marsh wants to do and he can get something working, I don't think Leeds are going to be... I don't think they'll be amazing, but I don't think they'll be in too much trouble at the same time. Yeah, without Richarlison, I mean, here's where most of their goals came from last year, but is DCL fit again? I think if they can keep DCL fit, or get him fit and then keep him fit, then, oh, good, penalty. That's going to matter. Everton, Bournemouth and Leeds, I don't know. I think Forest might struggle. I think Steve Cooper's an excellent manager. Out for another 3 months. Oh, my God. Okay, that is a big... Then in that case, yeah, I retract that. I thought he was back again. I guess he was, and then he wasn't again. Bournemouth, Fulham and Brentford. Nah, I don't see Brentford going down. I genuinely don't see Fulham going down. But I'm basing it off of one match so far, and I suppose we're kind of doing that with everybody's team, really, aren't we? I think our recruitment's definitely got better. Losing Solomon has been bad, because that looks like it's going to be a seriously long-term injury. And with the fact that we've already lost Harry Wilson, our wide options are a little bit... they're lacking slightly at the moment. But now that we've added Diop and Duffy. Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea. Can you imagine? Yeah, Forest are buying a lot of players, but I do wonder if they're going to end up becoming the Fulham of several years ago when sorry, you're going to have to prepare for this, Bagpuss. Do you remember 2 years from now, we'll be talking about that time that Forest spent £9 trillion. It's Fulham syndrome. The number gets inflated every single time someone mentions it. I think it's going to be very hard to pick. I am excited by Spurs, though. Something I haven't said in ever. But I do like the recruitment that Spurs have done over this period. And I know it was only Southampton on the first day, but they looked very good. And now we're 2-2 in this game, because of course we are. How is this happening? 1-0 Everton. Oh, wow. Goal scorer? Not worried about West Ham being... Oh, no, West Ham are great. I really like West Ham lately. Like... Their players seem... They have a likeable squad outside of just them being quite good. Offside. Oh. Oh, was it Gordon? Which ones just keep their jobs if they're relegated? I would say Cooper. There's no way Forest... I mean, I don't know. For me, if I'm Forest and they go down, there's no way you sack Steve Cooper. Because I know they're investing big money, but I think they'd be silly to do that if they were to go down. I think Bournemouth should sack Scott Parker even if they stay up. Because I can't stand the man and I want better for them. I think with the newly promoted sides, it's easier to sort of have that kind of statement but I think for the established, I don't think any of the teams that are established Premier League sides, if they went down, there's no way they would not sack their managers. I don't know if they would, honestly, although I'd like to hope that we wouldn't, but then we've also shown quite a lot of... We didn't sack Parker when we went down last time, technically. And we didn't sack him at any point during the season either. The season before, after all, was an absolute shambles, but that's standard Fulham behaviour. Schematic, yeah, just absolute meat machine. It's what you want. Brighton for Europe. Brighton do look good. Brighton have looked good for a couple of years. It feels like they're sort of finally... They're building a project there and it seems to be working. Vicente did do that a few times with us as well. Oh, nice finish from Aluminium Ali. Skillsy's, I think that might be his first ever goal for Treaty. Lovely stuff. Moyes, yeah. I liked the redemption arc of David Moyes as a manager. I always rated him. I mean, obviously he was great at Everton. And I think he just needed that next project that could sit in that same kind of zone. And now that he's found it, he's turned West Ham into a really fun team. And people I like watching West Ham. It's kind of nuts that Ben Rama was so good at the start of last season and then just sort of, did he fall off or did he just fall out of favour? The guy needs to move. Bench player's not a full bench. Ouchie. Most teams have a bit of potential to go down. I would say you're right, yeah. But in a way, for teams like Fulham, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, that's actually really good because sometimes you come up to the Premier League and you're set there thinking maybe there's like one or two sides that we've got a chance at maybe trying to overthrow, because very rarely do all three promoted sides go down. Like, it doesn't happen that often. People seem to think that it does, predicted every year, but it actually doesn't happen very often that all three of them get relegated. Usually at least one stays up. But this year it feels like there's a lot of chance. Up from the Championship, I have no idea, honestly. I know that, did Watford beat Burnley last night, didn't they? Watford looked pretty good. Watford have kept a lot of good players. And I think they might be... Well, I don't think Norwich are going to get promoted this year, though. I think that this is the year that the Norwich-Fulham yo-yo highway gets completely obliterated. I think we stay up and they don't come up at all. Which might be the only way that it can happen. Fulham forgot Polina at the stadium after the Liverpool game. Wait, what do we forgot? It's a home game. Where are we going to take him? Poor sod. Proper FM goal that Rosenborg scored last night. No. Danish striker scored a hat-trick. Oh. I can't really watch much of this on stream, obviously, for the same reasons, but I can watch it like this in this little box. Oh, he's dinking for days. Lovely dink. Oh. Thinks he's Emmett Doran. Middlesbrough. Well, yeah, I mean, with Wilder involved, anything's possible. But yeah, I think Norwich don't get promoted. What's happened there? Is it just the case of, like, they're sort of coming to the end of a cycle? Both of the Championship might say, nah, report that as a bug. That is not allowed. Had to catch a ride home from one of the staff. Poor sod. Show some respect for Polina. That man is a god. He should not be playing for Fulham. But I'm very glad that he is. He feels to me like that. Not... I say the next Moussa Dembele. I don't mean in terms of their playing style. I mean more in terms of how the fuck is this guy playing for Fulham? Particularly as Dembele played for us for longer than you'd imagine. I think Watford are a very strong shout. Borough and Huddersfield were surprised. It's weird because I remember when Fulham beat them 5-1 at the John Smiths last season. And I was thinking, oh, okay, they're in trouble. And then they just weren't. They went this insane unbeaten run. I think they beat us at the Cottage too. Who's the surprise package in the Championship? That team like what Luton were, where they just come out of nowhere and they're absolutely brilliant. I wonder who that'll be this year. St. Just for fun. Love it. Oh, also, Achille, thank you for the follow. That must have been during the my pee break. United should have signed. He would have got, yeah, he would, and he would have been available cheap. He was £17 million. I think we've actually nabbed a great piece of business there. It's probably the best piece of business I've seen Fulham do in... I'm trying to think. Honestly, I'm trying to think. Hull, yeah. The fact that Hull have got Jean-Michel Seri, that alone is like a cheat code. His passing ability, he is not a Championship player. So fair play to Hull for picking him up. Was a great affordable striker available on FM? Yeah. Wait, hang on, striker? No, I was talking about Moussa Dembele, the centre mid, the guy that went to Spurs. But I know who you mean, the other Moussa. Oh, wait, that doesn't narrow it down. Yeah, I was talking about Belgian Moussa Dembele, not French Moussa Dembele. Yeah, I'd love to see that Luton Stadium in the Premier League. It would just be funny. Replacing John Collins with Collins John. I think they were both there at the same time at one point. I must say, I did watch the Man United Brighton game with an enormous amount of Schadenfreude. It's just impossible not to, isn't it, really? At least with Arsenal, like with Arsenal looking a bit more competent now, you need someone to be that meme club. And luckily United are here for us. They'll probably still finish fourth or third. No, probably not third or fourth, actually. They'll probably still finish sixth. And it will just be like, yep, they're there. But I suppose if you're a Man United fan, that's not what you've come to expect, is it? You expect to be challenging for things. It's like decades of mediocrity is not what you want. Moussa Dembele is the West African John Smith. It does be feeling like that, doesn't it? There's just so many Moussa Dembeles. You've covered on both sides, Bob. Fair play. Do you not feel confident? I don't know. I think Palace... They looked really solid against Palace. Jesus looked brilliant. I know he didn't score, but he looked up for it. And sometimes that's all you need, right? And McCowan scored a goal and McCowan assisted. There you go. Not being able to play there. I don't know, honestly. Outside of housing estate. The thing is, though, right? As all the charm, and I say charm loosely about that Luton thing, Sky Sports would ruin it. You know they would. They always find a way to ruin any kind of interesting story by covering it so much to the point where it's, here's that word, ad nauseum. It just becomes, well, nauseating. Sky Sports ruin things that are fun about football. They just do. I suppose you can't be disappointed if you plan for it, right? Oh, has Ing scored for Villa? Oh, Everton on the ropes. Is this a new third kit or the one we looked at before? Oh my god. More like a turd kit. Am I right? No. Yeah, that is what's the word I'm looking for here?
Cooper, do not hate
It
me.
looks like
I am
Forest
familiar with
Green
over
would have a
600
kit like
dance
this,
moves,
and
I
they
am
would be
programmed to
justified
get
in doing
freaky.
so barely. It's bizarre. It does. It looks like it glows in the dark. King Monkey, thank you for the follow. Oh. Gopping. Gopping is the word. Yes, very much so. Yeah, even Ronaldo in the picture looks unhappy to be wearing that. It looks like a goalkeeping kit. It's... Yeah, they need to have hard hats and OSHA training. That is a shocker. If Wemp was a colour in it. Oh god, we've lost a load more players for this game. Luckily, Christie... No, he's going to be too tired to play this game, surely. There's Kenny Carney, or Kenny Kearney, on the bench. Where have all our goalkeepers gone? Every single last one of them has buggered off. I might actually put Araujo there and start Antonio. More football, the better for him, right? The rest of this team is absolutely trash, but what can you do? Other than... Yeah, that'll have to do for the moment. Boom. Found it. Oh, God. It's very Conference League. If Conference League was a kit. It's also a bit Mike Wazowski. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting both vibes from that. I'm getting if Mike Wazowski was a football kit. Put that thing back where it came from, also help me, you know? How about Perez? It is weird that my assistant is preferring a greyed out goalkeeper to Augusto Perez for some reason. Done his hammy for Everton. Oh, good. Because, you know, what Everton needs right now is injuries. One too many Red Bulls. Yeah. I only ever had that once in my life and never again. I was bored during college days. And my mate and I went to the shops and devoured 2 of those, like... And it wasn't even Red Bull. It was like your... Whatever the corner shop's own brand version of Red Bull was. I think it was called... No, it wasn't even called Kick. That was the old Tesco's one or some other shit. Pump or something. And it do be making your piss green. That is not a joke. I did not feel good. Did not feel good at all. Speaking of not feeling good, Pog, if you are listening, would I be able to have another delicious coffee? Boost. No, it wasn't Boost. It was like... It was called Pump, I think. Bear in mind, this wasn't like a supermarket energy drink. It was like a smaller brand company that made... I can't remember. It was like... wasn't Londy's. It might have been the Cost Cutter. Yeah, it was Cost Cutter brand. Whatever their own brand energy drink was. I think it was called Pump or something. Pump is... Not, you don't want a drink called Pump. That's what you have to do to your stomach after you've consumed it. Nobby's in, and he's missed. This is my point. Oh. My assistant really does hate him. I wonder if they've had a falling out about something. Like, what's Booty up to? Putting greyed out goalkeepers on the bench when there's literally an actual goalkeeper in the squad. Euroshopper energy drink. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, we finally have scored. I'm gonna ask the Pog in text speak. Sick. Oh, at least we're winning. Blue Bear. Ooh. Is Blue Bear the Asda one? I think I've seen that in Asda. Red and white. No, it was in bottles as well. That's what made it worse. They were blue bottles, lots of silver and orange on them, for what I remember. The greyed out player pass. Is it Found this random. I have no idea how it's justified. I think it's just a case of we just have to have something there because to meeting the squad rules. It's just literally to just make the game work, I think. We finally scored. It's because Araujo's gone through a couple of times. Plus, it's one of those games when I'm paying more attention to chat than I am to the game. 60 goals. Oh, sick. Right, I need more information. Okay, firstly, what club did he come from? How much was he? And what league? I love the fact that people are telling me this stuff. I love seeing players that people have found during it. Oh, by the way, you know that Georgi Patilla guy I signed for Tromsø, very briefly, that they sold to Manchester City. He moved to someone else in that save more recently for like 160 million quid. Outrageous. Brumby kit is 100% a shirt. Is this going to be like a morbid... Oh my god. Of all the shirts that have ever existed, it is definitely one of them. Is that a sponsor, or is that supposed to be the player's name? Or is this like where the player's name goes at the bottom? Because if that's supposed to be the player's name, then they've got problems. That is... It's too much of this. I like kids to do this, but it's too... it needs to be more opaque. More subtle. It is definitely a shirt. I've never heard of Euroshopper. Honestly. It says glucose on the side. Yeah, it just has random action words involved. Back his name, front is sponsor. Wait, that's where the names are supposed to go. But how are you supposed to read it? It just needs to have, like, I like those vibes, but I think that it's just too garish. Tell him I tell you. No, I will. I'm going to bully a shirt. Same company. I've never heard of either of them, honestly. Erdinger isotonic beer. What? Why would you want isotonic beer? You can hear it rotting your brain cells. Cheap drink. Aha! Much like Red Stripe or what's that other? Is it Frosty Jack? The really cheap cider you can get. Never really drunk it myself. Isn't? I don't know. It's a long word. Isotonic. I forgot what isotonic even means, honestly. Norwich's third kit. I think we've seen it, but crack on. Unless it's... Is it the brown one? White Lightning. Euroshopper and vodka. I was having a discussion with Tony yesterday about the idea of Lilt and vodka being quite a good combination, and I still believe it. I'd stand by that. Oh, iridescent pink. Oh. It looks like a Rocket League skin, but I don't dislike it, actually. Vomit! It's a training kit. Looks like it says third jersey here. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, it looks like a training kit. It's... Honestly, right, for me, if you're going to have a kit like this, just go full out. Make it way more vibrant if you're going to do that. I don't hate it. Norwich have had some really nice kits lately, honestly. It is a bit forward Madison. I don't mind it. But for me, just go full on balls to the wall. Like, make these colours way brighter. Don't be so, like, sit on the fence. If you're going to do, like, that kind of style, just go for it. Could be, oh, for sure. It'll probably use, like, once just to justify its existence. But yeah, you're probably right. When you're going to do something mad like that, you might as well commit to it. Because at the very least, right, you're going to get either some gopping memorabilia for later that's going to be memorable for the wrong reasons, which is still going to be valuable. But if you go half-arsed, you've got to go full-on in. Which I guess I could apply to that Bromby kit as well. And I guess they kind of did. But it's been used today. Oh, wow. It's got one from each year. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think of the last football kit I actually bought. Oh, I'll tell you what. It was a Streety. Most useless kits ever. Oh, is this the... Wait. Are these all the same... I mean... Just have those two. The rest, these are unnecessary. That's just that, but with chainmail. In case you're attacked by, I don't know, the ring wraiths or something. Did I want an ice lolly? Oh, I could maybe do that. Waiting for the ice to go. Go full arse. Always go full arse. Go like John McGinn's arse. You know, Eden Hazard's arse. Full Coventry brown kits. Unless there's St. Pauli. Then you're going to get away with it. Yeah, I like Fulham's training kit, and I'm probably going to be buying Fulham's training kit this year. Fulham's second training kit this year is probably their best kit for me. And you don't get a gopping sponsor on it. Well, you do, but it's a good one. So, hello, Fog. You alright? What's up? Oh, we go to the shop. Okay, be careful. It's dangerous out there, mate. There'll be lions and tigers and bears.
Oh, no.
Indeed. No combination wouldn't cause a clash. Well, yeah. Marble kit. Okay. Now, that Fulham second training kit is lovely. That best third kit I've ever seen. Yes.
I love that.
I love that he's not got shoes on. I've just noticed.
It looks so.
Why is he not wearing boots? It does. He looks like his
It looks so photo.
his socks look drawn on badly as well.
In paint.
Yeah, it's a bit painty. We're 6-0 up here with a rotated side. Oh, never mind. I've jinxed it now. Need a third kit. Because they can, I guess, innit? All teams have them. But it is just a case of promotional stuff. Yes, Bob? Oh. Ah. You asked for it.
Don't go murder.
I'll do what I want. The answer is always money. You can leave your hat on. You can leave your socks on, mate. Who created that for thumbnails? Yeah. Instead of this, it's just me standing with a ball with socks on. I'm fine with that.
Just your socks on.
Just my socks on. Oh yeah. Birthday suit FC.
Oh yeah.
This is my card.
Oh, for that you get Matt.
It's just a bit. It's fine, but it's just a bit. I don't really like New Balance kits that much, honestly. Yes, Pog. What?
For FC birthday suit, the kits have to be like them aprons you can get.
Those aprons. Oh yeah.
Like,
Or they.
it's like the with the body on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be your kit.
And then a hat that says "Kiss the Chef."
Yeah.
Because reasons. Because, you know, everyone needs to wear hats when playing football. I think hats should be an official part of football kits. And I don't just mean for goalies. I think outfield players should at least be able to wear visors. So they'd all look like they were entering the World Series of Poker at half time. Nick Pope. Nick Pope. Chat, can I get a Nick Pope? That's apparently a thing now. Man United's third kit, as in the green one. Where are we? That one.
That is vile.
Ah, mate. It's full on that fucking caterpillar from Bug's Life.
No, it's like,
It is a bit.
yeah. But it's just kind of like, oh, I know the grass.
It is very grassy. It's an odd colour green too.
Kind of
It's like a limey kind of green.
Yeah, it's like,
Mountain Dew. Yeah, it's very Mountain Dew.
It is. It's like I drank too much wine.
When I had to wear a visor, wear it backwards. Inferno. Jesus. Like, you're not paying attention here.
No, you can use it to your benefit because you can just have the visor and just go boom.
Also, make the visor out of metal. Get better purchase, mate. Put a spike on it. Everyone will be running around like fucking unicorns. Eki Davies was with his special glasses. Yeah, man. Later found out, of course, glaucoma, but still, it was pretty sick. Hey, it's the only thing in my family that is like a genetic predisposition is glaucoma. So I used to get cheap eye tests because of it. Technically, I just probably don't use them. Couldn't find my way there.
Just go to the optician.
I can't find it.
If you can see,
Yeah. Thank you. That's the joke.
you need to go to the optician.
Oh dear.
I'll make you a fucking
Other sides turn pro. There's nothing you can really do other than, yeah, there just isn't a lot you can personally do to make them turn pro, especially if the league itself is not like a pro league. So with Ireland, we were actually semi-pro when we started, but I think all the other teams weren't, so it was actually okay. It's very difficult. It's a question of cash, usually, is what happens. They need to have a certain amount in the bank to turn pro. Wanting football to turn into some kind of deathmatch like rollerball? Yes. Imagine. Think of the game Red Card Soccer and then get back to me. It's just occurred to me, we won the first game 5-2 and we've won this one 6-2. Our defence has really not turned up considering we're playing Glentoran. Leviashin, yeah, exactly. He saves shots. Glentoran, yeah, he is a bloke. That's him. That's Glenn, and that's Glentoran. Yeah. Easy, mate. Which one would you buy? Oh, let's see.
I like the third one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep. What's happening? No, I don't want to see what's happening because it's Twitter. It's the last thing I want to see is what Twitter thinks is happening. I don't mind any of them, honestly. But I kind of like the waves effect of it. I think it kind of needs a bit of... Oh, hello. Hey, RDF. Thank you so much for the raid. We were just looking at gopping bits of kit. And then we're looking at some football kits too. So, yeah. Thoughts on this one? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. That's very, very kind. How's things going with Ibar? Let me get you a shout out. And not do what I did last time someone raided, which is right. I tried to raid them back. Damn it, Inferno. Oh, dear. I think this could have been better. I see what they're going for, but I just like the region of Galicia. I am appreciating it. Galicia. Yeah, is that the Galicia coast, or is it supposed to be a wave? Whatever it is, I feel like it could have been done slightly better, and maybe they could have incorporated more stuff to the shirt, because it does kind of look a little bit like you've spilled like a raspberry slushy from a bowling alley on you. And I don't know how much I like that. It is the coast. That's kind of cool, but I think that maybe you could have done a bit more with it then. Yes, Bob. Hay fever's fine, mate. Non-alcoholic beer sponsor. Oh, it could be. Oh, I think it's what kind of like how in F1 when they used to have the Just occurred to me the game was still playing in the background. We just won a cup. There you go. Nice cheeky little cup there. Like in F1 when the cigarette sponsors were outlawed, so they would do all these kind of weird things like the barcode thing that Ferrari did. Be on the edge of Benson Hedges, yeah. Ah, Benson Hedges. That was my preferred brand of cigarette. Yeah. B&H Silver. Yeah. Huddersfield third kit. Is that what the Huddersfield third kit? Oh, that's the goalkeeper kit. I don't mind it. I don't like it or hate it, you know? I need these pictures. What? Tis shown. That's literally the only thing we bought when we went to Lakeside last weekend was that. Because we went to, what's it called, that shop, The Entertainer. It's a manta ray. No, stingray, I don't know. Oh, do we have any players on this list? Not one. Not one fucking player on this list. This is absurd. Dundee's marble kit. Ooh, let's have a look. Oh, that is... Surely this is not current, right? It almost looks like a Hawaiian shirt. Or like, as you say, marble, like someone's kitchen table top. Yeah, it's just Chelsea and PSG. And then... We have no players in this list. This is so stupid. El Barto gets in there, though, of course. It's just the Sevilla get a guy in. We were in the Champions League semis last year and don't get a single player in the goal 50. We had a player win the Ballon d'Or 2 out of 3 seasons, and then he came 46th in this 1 year. Does this just base it off of we play for Chelsea? Hiding the shady sponsor name. Yeah, they've done a few. There's a few of that stuff still going on, isn't there? Let's try... Oh, weirdly, Fit 'em Hottie is actually still available. What's up? But you didn't, right? That's fine then. As long as it's not actually broken, it's all good. Well, there you go. Don't bugger it up. That would be silly of you. Cool. Suppose we could all be sponsored by Rich Energy. One thing, because obviously there was that big scandal with Rich Energy in F1, and yet they're the title sponsor now for one of the touring car teams in the BTCC. And I don't know how that's a thing and how they're paying for that. It seems a bit dodgy to me, obviously, because it's Rich Energy. When I played in Cyprus and won the Champions League back-to-back, yeah, that's so stupid. Like, I just think little things like that need to be tweaked. Which one's this one? Oh, Norway's away shirt. Oh, yeah, no, I like that a lot. That's just kind of full-on. It's a bit glacier. A lot more of a fjord. Don't mind a bit of that. Huddersfield. Yeah, it is me, actually. White sponsor with white here. That's just an immediate big no for me. Yeah, it's BTC they sponsor as well. It's Jason Plato and Jade Edwards and Josh Cook. Yeah, to me, anything that has white clashing with white is big no-no. You have to do something about that. I like the fact that the badge is a different colour. It's, yeah, not a fan. I like the rest of it, but this, just have the white start slightly lower. They just have like this faded in about here instead, and then there's no issues whatsoever. And it would be okay, but it's the white on white clashes. What? The okay what? No, it's not okay. It's genuinely bad. Do you need money for shop? Okay. Aspartame father. Yeah, the Norwich third kit is really cool. We were actually just looking at that. I personally like it, but I still think they should have maybe gone with a bit more vibrancy to it, just because go the whole hog. Oh, done. Bye. Yeah, it's actually unreadable sponsor. That'd be lovely. Yeah. Like, surely that's bad for the sponsor. Maybe they just don't like the sponsor. I'd just like take on a gambling sponsor and then put white font on a white kit and be like, no, honestly, lads, it's genuinely there. It's fine. Running with ball more often. Oh my god, he's going to get even better. Lovely news. Why do you need a 4th jersey? That's just greed at that. Not that the 2nd and 3rd jerseys in a way aren't, but like to me, once you're going past 3, that's just greed. There's no way that you need 4 kits. And if you have kit clashes by that, that's your fault. Like at that point, to me, there's no reason for it. Unless it's for like occasional like charity stuff, and I'm like, yeah, fair one, but there's only so many combinations of colours. If you haven't managed to avoid a clash after 3, that's on you. Here's a tiny space you paid for. Exactly. Oh my god. Do you know what, right? Honestly, if it didn't have such a shit sponsor, and by that I don't mean Jeep, I mean this shit underneath, it would actually be okay. Because it looks a bit like the old Mexico kind of kits. And I don't mind it that much, but it's this here. This godforsaken logo looks absolutely awful. All it needs is Jeep. Nice and simple, no silliness. Also, that price is an absolute robbery. So there is that too. Yeah, to me, that's just kind of... It's just a bit boring. Also, that looks like it's been superimposed onto it. How many tabs do you need open? Well, every time someone sends a link, here's a new tab. What do you want me to do? Yeah, again, look, this would be so much better if it... Oh, piss off, Adidas. If it didn't have this. Just Jeep. Excellent. You're good. That is a bit tabardic, yes. I must say. In fact, it could even be a word, but at least it's knocked down, I guess. Although it is last year, I suppose. I don't mind some blackout shirts. Like that, the iCore one was pretty sick, honestly. I do like an Adidas kit, though. I'm so glad that Fulham have Adidas kits at the moment. Although our Nike ones with the LG sponsor were so good. ITV East Anglia. It's very ITV East Anglia, isn't it? Where is it? They're all a bit that, aren't they? Secretly love Norwich. Hey, Norwich have been smashed it with kits, to be fair. What's this one? I actually don't mind that. It's kind of clean. Still got to be very careful with gold on white. But that's not bad. I'm not opposed to that. That's okay. I don't love it, but I don't mind it either. As we found out earlier, you very much can go wrong with white and gold. Thanks for that, Ajax. Slightly to a monkly that teach me the ways of the dragon. You mean you don't want to hear the ways of the dragon? The man is a regen. Non-league team has Pornhub as a sponsor. Really? The Paddy Power stunt kit. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. Is that the... Yes. That was funny as fuck. Nike make it easy. That is just... Again, same problem. It's the logos and that blend into the kit too much. That's not bad, actually. That's just boring. Oh, Pumas. I know they do that, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, shirt prices are getting absolutely obscene as well, which doesn't help. It's because football shirts have become extremely fashionable, and at the moment that became a thing, you just see the enormous... I mean, look at Venezia, who are basically a football shirt company with a football team that occasionally plays matches now. That kind of sucks. The Forbidden Fiorentina kit. What's that one? FC Basel. For me, Basel have some sick kits, and I don't really rate this as one of them. I love that Basel kit they had a few years ago. They might still have it, honestly. I love the Basel kits. I love that kind of... Oh. They're great. What's this one? I have no idea what that's referencing. But, yeah, Basel's sick. Their home kits are always delightful. The ones that, when Salah was playing for them, that kit they had at the time there, we just paid Manchester City 5 million quid for that, apparently. He's already got 10 caps for Croatia. The white and gold Ajax shirt. 1 second, let me crawl through the tabs and try to dig it out. Oh, shit. I just tried to shut OBS. Oh, my days. I do have a lot of tabs open, chat. Yeah, that. It's because of the white on gold bits. I don't think it works. For me, it's just not great. I just don't really like the kit in general, honestly. Got them in the end. Might have to refresh the tabs in a minute. How many goals have you got? 19 in 29 is a very good record, to be fair. West Ham sponsors Rebecca. Oh, really? Oh. That just feels... It just looks strange. I don't remember that. Which is weird, because I feel like I should have done, because that wasn't that long ago. Partick Thistle. Is this the one that's like a... No. For me, I love that because of the meme factor of it, because it's at least actually referenced it. I'm totally fine with that existing. The tartan shorts, yes. This is what I mean. If you're going to go gopping, go full gopping. Don't piss about with half-arsing the gop. You must go embrace the gop. This is the only way to get through it. Wage hike for Holman. Wait, he's playing for Belgium? Wow. Fair one. No, it's always been Partick Thistle. Or is it? Have you just got Mandela affected? Hello, Eric Hustad. Chat, are we signing him right now? Because it feels like we are. A-rated, 17, will talk to us, £1.7 million. Massive that. Yeah, I think we're going to sign him. You got it, right? Watch us get stage in my career by him. I mean, I know it's a bit more than that, but it's still probably worth it. Yeah, 1.8, totally. Got it. Lovely stuff. We'll save the rest of them for next stream, but still. When you see a guy like that, when we are still getting players like this, it's... Yeah. Like, we don't really get many players that come through with that kind of record anymore. This guy, East Fife... No, Fife Elite. On loan from... No, he's contracted to Dunfermline. I'm guessing that's like their youth team or something, but still. Mateo Mayo... That is a good name. Huge fan of Mateo Mayo. It's a shame he's not actually any good, but still. Oh, yes. Ah. Cletus as a surname, unless you're a slack-jawed yokel, is an unfortunate one. Oh, I thought his name was Mahesh Hiccup. Not quite. Let's see. Get rid of you lot. Perfect. Should be getting down to under like 200 players now, right? Getting there. Starting to slow down a bit. Let's get rocks. Which one's this one? Yeah, it's decent. I don't mind it. That actually is pretty nice, to be fair. Specifically for Europe. And again, with like the specifically for Europe stuff. That, to me, again, that's just full on like ripping people off. But it is a nice kit. I don't mind that at all. Ica have kind of got a good track record for some pretty poggy kits, in fairness. Oh, he's actually interested. I swear we tried this guy before and he wasn't, but we'll take that. I'm also going to try and throw in that loan clause here. Because I want to see if that makes a difference. Wait, can I do that? There we go. Yeah, fine loan. Only 3 years, annoyingly. He will have to go for like 10k for Norway caps or something. Maybe just slightly over at 11. But it'll get us the 3 years that we need, hopefully. Yeah, cool. Sick. There's a lot of maps on kits coming on. It's like kits trends just tend to... They get oversaturated. There'll be a new cool thing soon. There we go. Yeah. Thoughts. Which one? Oh, is this... This looks like food, not... Pie in a donut from Nancap. £3 for that. Then again... Actually... It's bizarre, is what I'll say. It is bizarre. Looks like we're getting Husted. Hang on, I will handle the contract negotiations. What? Is that... Sorry? Hopefully that means me, right? We've been caught out before something like that before one time. Have you got a link for the Pexwell kits? Affinity cancel your transfer. No. It's not happened to me, but I know it can happen, but it hasn't. That's weird. Why did it... I will handle contract. But that's the contract I offered him, right? 3 years. Okay, we'll see what happens there. That's weird. Spanish referee kit. Who's buying that? Yeah, what we'll do is we'll have a look at what contract he's agreed to. Because why is it saying that he's doing the deal? There'll be no reason for him to do the deal. Does it always say that? No, because one time, do you remember earlier in the save where for whatever reason, a player randomly got his contract done with someone else for no reason? It was only one time. Oh, hello. Holy shite. GG. Ooh. GG. Oh, good on both feet. Can tackle a little bit. Leandro Gegina. Okay, this is better. This is a lovely batch of players. I can't believe there's even players that still have these ratings for us at this point, but that's kind of good. Guy at Ibiza. Or Ibiza. And still a guy from... Look, there's literally a Libyan player in here still. And a guy from Pathum United. This is why I scouted everyone. Diego Bello sounds like a dog. Tick this one off your bingo cards, chat. The Christmas song has randomly come on. And I'm here for it. Stig Willems. What a name. Crack that out too. Right, sort that. Sick. What's this one? Oh, it's... I don't hate it. It's... I kind of like that, and I don't know why. I prefer this. I don't know why. Considering it's green, there's something about that I just kind of like. I've never seen the kit manufacturer craft before. I'm here for the vest. We're all here for it. It was too hot to do anything else. It's a different vest to the one I wore the previous time, too. Hey, Dan. You joined me from the toilet of the pub for Wolves Away. Dan, can you give us a toilet review of the pub? I'm going to need that in sharpish time, please. Pattern for the City Crest. Okay, that's kind of sick. Streaming this weather. Ah, that's my job. Who are you? Players. Well, I mean, sorry, mate, but like, no. Get fucked. I haven't got time to listen to your excuses, mate. You're a future prospect. You're 18 years old. Get to fuck. Like, what is this ability to have players that have no reason to? You are a future prospect, and you can't demand that you. I've discussed it. Have I? Same thing. I'm not going to change my tactical plan for a random youth player. It's kind of mad that we were forced to do that in the first place, to even put those promises in there. But that's FN 22. Hang on, right, Hustad. Okay, so the deal does look like the one we negotiated. 3 years, 11, 2 years. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if we can get him straight away. I think he might have to join us a bit later. There's good old Robert Pissbottle still in there. He's actually looking better and better. I'm excited about getting him through. I think he could be really, really good. Solid 7 out of 10. Good use of bleach. Urinals 4 out of 10. Lots of... you don't want leaky urinals. That is just something you want to avoid at all costs. If this guy could be available for us at some point soon, that would be just lovely. Even though he's a winger. Also, Simbo here. Oh, sorry, Sambo. Yovi Diallo Sambo. Only 10 jump. He's 6'1" and has 10 jumping reach. And bad consistency as well, possibly. That's unfortunate. It's definitely seemed like keeping these 4-star guys around, though, is definitely helping. Give us more players to look at next stream as well. Oh, Thierry Deschamps, no. Ah, we're losing a few of the Thai guys and the Iraqi lads. Even that we finally just got to them. Park Min-soo, love it. Oh, I can actually discard them straight off the bat. Nice. Den Bosch. No, he joins us this January. This January coming. So next stream we'll have him in. Have they got a picture that actually shows the damn kit? Hey, look. Let's look at it from really up here. Can we just see the kit properly? I hate when... Like, you don't need to be artsy here. Just show me the kit. Those are okay. But I want to see this kit properly. Rather than in this like weird formation. Keep scrolling. Is it further down? Ah, that's better. Sorry, I thought that was all there was. Is that it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's still not a good picture, but it does look... Actually, I really do like that. The badges... Have they got a new badge? Or is it just a blackout version of the badge? Because I really like the badge in this kit. That is lovely. The fact that they've not just blacked it out, they've changed the colours as well. A South Korean youth player at Sao Paulo. Was that the guy I highlighted? What was his name? Hey, AJ. How's it going? Take on Liverpool in European meeting. Well... They're rubbish at the moment, but they're probably going to beat us because they did last season. And we also get to play some European games, imagine. Bushi to attack from the off. Oh, he's obviously had a big curry last night. Wait, did our Estonian lad get to play in that game? Yes, he did. Though we lost. I'm blaming you. I can't remember his name. I said it out loud and I've already forgotten it. O'Kane to win the Ballon d'Or. Other players are in contention. Valev is in contention for the Ballon d'Or. And honestly, I don't blame him. It's Park Min-seo. That's the one, yeah. Hopefully this doesn't... There he is. You're right. Yeah, he is at some... What? Sorry. Only sign him as a last resort? Are you off your bloody mind? Temperamental, sure, but his attributes look really good for 18. Maybe it's the price? Are you alright, scouts? I might just punt, honestly. He'll probably still... Oh, shit. Hang on, let's just get off of that and try again. Oh. Could be someone else. Yeah, I might... can we do fully scout from here? No, we can't. What I will do is... I'm probably just going to buy him. That way we don't have to worry about scouting. We'll still scout him anyway. But I might just buy him. For the memes. We've got him in... Not even for the memes, because he might actually be alright. He'll probably just, this stage in his career, guarantee it. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Maybe that's why it's an F, but it probably isn't. I'll shortlist him. Wait, hang on. I'll remove him from the shortlist and then add him back to the shortlist because of reasons. There we go. How did he end up there? He just came through there. He came through at Sao Paulo. Don't know where he was born. Probably like Seoul or something. Born in Gwangju, South Korea. But came through somehow in Brazil. You'll have to see it. You sometimes see like Serbian players come through at Brazilian sides, I've noticed. Hopefully we can get him back. This kit then. Oh, FC Lati. Again with the too many sponsors and stuff, but actually it looks pretty sick. I really like FC Lati's new badge. The fact is I had to use this badge when I was sorting out the badges for the game, because obviously the black one just doesn't show up in FM at all. We didn't check the Bulgarians at all, did you? You're right, we didn't. Let's just yeah, let's just get rid of everybody there so we can show every single player. So these are the Bulgarians. So Atanasov came through at CSKA Sofia. We had Dimitrov that came through at Plovdiv, Lokomotiv Plovdiv, that is. We've got... Who else was there? Bogdanov, who came through at Beros Stara Zagora. Wow, he's been very good, considering. They do love their sponsors, don't they? Valev obviously came through at Cherno Moravama. So they've all come through at different clubs so far. Ristov came through at Ludogorets. So we did actually have a Ludogorets guy. One of the weaker ones, admittedly. Denev was from Ludogorets as well. Seems like all the worst ones are from Ludogorets. And then Pantev came through at Cherno Moravama. Okay. There's a lot of... Look how far we have to scroll. Still scrolling. How many players is this? Chat, we have 153 players at the club. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought there was a hard limit. But we don't. We have 153 players. Does that show up in the dynamics? Interesting, it doesn't say that. 153 players. It's like I literally can't even press back button because it's trying to load them all. It's like failing to load that screen. Oh, come on, don't crash. We'll have to give FM a second. Thank Christ for that. Whew. The Nintendo ones are pretty rare, aren't they? How to fix F122 strategy on startup? I would have no idea. It's never once crashed on startup for me, unfortunately, so I don't have any reference point as to why that would be happening, sadly. We'll get Christensen in there. It is a legitimate version of the game. It's not like a pirated version or anything, is it? Integer overflow on Tino. I want 200. I want 200. I think the reason we're allowed this many players is because we have somebody out on loan. I think that's part of what's helping us. But if you can get some more out, you never know. It could be possible. Niakshi Bogi, Navio, Neslo, Corbett? No, surely Lukacic, right? And then, yeah, those three are like the prime back three. And I don't really want Swanetsky on the bench here if I can avoid it. See who else I can put in here. Most of the guys that are still here are not really worth much for us. Maybe... Oh, actually, Stanislav's back, even though he hates me at the moment. Don't know if third kits and putting graphics that won't work anymore. That is odd. Are you sure they're like... Yeah, that shouldn't... You formatted the entire PC? That seems like taking a nuclear bomb to fix a broken toenail. I would not recommend. Whole team is in the stadium. Yeah. With any issue like that, it's best to just remove whatever fixed it in the first place. Had to be done, Sam. It's too fucking hot, mate. It's far too hot. What are we in here now? Oh, lovely. 33. Delightful. And it's sticky as well. The humidity is very high. Right. Liverpool. You're rubbish at the moment, which means you're inevitably going to win this game. Wet, Wet, Wet sponsored a Scottish team. Did they really? Did the goalkeeper's gloves have "I feel it in my fingers" written across all of them? Because if not, then they've missed an absolutely brilliant marketing opportunity there. Crack out. Right, cool. Finally, some more Europe. Premium beer. No, I had beer last night and I regretted drinking that massively, mate. Honestly. I should not. Woke up feeling so dreadful this morning after having a couple of beers on Drafts and Crafts last night. Right, so Dundalk hosting Milan. That's quite important. Sligo are home to Chelsea. We just need Hibs to lose to Atletico, which I don't know if they will because they're at home. Shamrock hosting Legia. Big chance for them. Bows away at Fenerbahce. And Derry City right at the top against Icor. That's huge. Nice one, Craig. Thank you. Hopefully people have found it helpful. I'm sure I'll have the usual wallopers, but that's how it goes, isn't it? That's the life of posting. I'm always so... Yes, nice one, Atletico. I'm always so scared when posting that kind of content. Bo's winning. Excellent. Where's Shamrock? They're already off the list. Icor already winning their game. Great. Sligo have already missed a penalty against Chelsea, which is just terrific. So many things to focus on. Equaliser there. 2-0 Shamrock there. What's your drink ball? It's by a company called Mango. You can get them on Amazon for like 15 quid, I think. Maybe even less than that, actually. They are very good. It's 2.2 litres. It's cheating. The game's meant to be played without loans. Something like that, yeah. To avoid offers and unsettling players. Not, hang on. Set not for sale. No, that doesn't matter. If you set a player to not for sale, which one, I don't think you can do that. And two, you're just auto-rejecting offers, so I wouldn't advise it. Like, I have auto-reject set on for my players just because I know that I'll be able to keep them. But if I have a player that I'm really unsure about whether I'm able to keep it, I tend to... Are they going to get a red card here? Yes, they are. Then I tend to do the stall-off thing. There's a wimp and a walloper. I think it's usually way better than that in terms of, like, usually it's 99.9% good. So, and hopefully today is no different, but we'll see. See, he's just woke up in a cold sweat. Yes, ref's like, Tata for now. Oh, what a finish. Frozen thighs with an absolutely gorgeous finish into the bottom corner. We could do this. We could finally have the perfect Champions League group. We've never managed an 18 for 18 season in the Champions League yet. And this is our biggest chance. If we beat Liverpool here, we've got the easiest game remaining as well. Is it 1-1 from penalties missed in that game as well? Come on. That's beautiful. There's so much stuff going on elsewhere, though. Shamrock are smashing it. What about Dundalk? Still 0-0. Bows are now at 1-1. Okay, half-time. I mean, he got booked there and then there. We've been not very good in this game, honestly, but winning is what matters, right? I might actually try and loosen us up a little bit in the second half. Just turn that off and let them play a bit more freely. And then set all these back on again. Dundalk are beating Milan. And even better news, Hibs are down to 10 men as well. About play against you? What about loans changing? How do you mean? Oh, about the players being able to play against us. Right, okay, yeah. That's fair, though. Because that's a fair comment, honestly. Because obviously some leagues have different rules, doesn't it? So that makes sense to think about that. And obviously with the loan rules changing. But the point is they're not loan rules changing yet, are they? Hello, Pogs. You right? What's up? Okay, that's fair.
Oh, this isn't where I parked my car.
Aya Wansanya. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm sure I butchered your name. Do correct me so I can say it right. But thank you so much for the follow. That's very, very kind of you. Hope you're great on this Saturday afternoon. So what stripped down your leg? Sorry, excuse me?
Ice lol.
Ice lol. Did you say ice lol?
Yeah, I say ice lol.
Ice lol. Yeah, Derry with 2 red cards. That's going well.
Nobody else say ice lol.
I've never heard someone say iced lol before.
Ice lol.
Ice lol. Nope. Just you on Pog, I think. This is where chat are like, well, actually.
That is a good well, actually.
Chelsea winning. God damn it. Maybe it's a Brummy thing. Derry, if they avoid getting twatted there, it might help us. There's just so many things going on. Derry do have a lot of red cards. I think that might be their 4th red card in the group stages. That's true. I don't know how you could do... I tried to speak slower during that video. How on earth has that gone in? Petter Christensen's 58th goal of the year. He needs 2 more to get the big 60. I know, I shouldn't be laughing out loud. They should be chilling. We could eliminate Liverpool, but... I don't know. I don't want to throw matches. That's no fun, is it? Right. Bows are now losing, annoyingly. Sligo losing. But they're doing okay. Like, they might be losing, but they're holding their own still. Kamachin! Thank you for the follow.
My own hotel.
Right, Pog. Did you just open the wing? Oh, you dislodged it.
I ain't done nothing.
You have. It's flapping. It's flapping.
I ain't done nothing. The wind did that.
Oh, yeah. It's always the wind. Yeah. Blame the wind. Well, yes, that's a reasonable response. Delete all folders to start the game. Yeah. Sometimes you can find there's an issue whereby you... I haven't made any subs. Oh, well. You can you sometimes find files can corrupt. Did Sligo equal? Oh, my God. Eric Halsken. Sligo 1, Chelsea 1. Come on. Please tell me Hibs are still losing.
Fun fact. Voltaire contracted syphilis just 2 blocks from here.
ZZ01. DZZ. Thank you so much for the follow. I'll just call you Zoid. We deserved the win by probably more than that, but we got the win. Liverpool just didn't turn up there. That is lovely stuff. Liverpool out of the Champions League in the group stages. Mainly because... Who's managing Liverpool in the save? I forgot. Oh, Hannibal. That's right, yeah. Okay. Did Dundalk win? That is the big question. Brandon Willett. Thank you for the follow.
Okay, did it.
Thank you, Pog. Red Star beat Barcelona, by the way. Which... 2-0. Dundalk 2, Milan 0. Oh, don't tell me Chelsea scored. Oh, you fuckers. Fucking Alejandro Vulcan. Oh, and fucking Hibs equalised. Are you serious? I can't believe this game sometimes. They had 10 men from the 40th minute. So that's fucked us. That right there. Those 2 things that have happened at the same time have both completely screwed us. Hibs needed to lose that game. If Sligo were going to lose, it was fine, as long as Hibs lost 2. But now that there's no way that they finish above them, they're going to get bottom of their group. Oh, I don't believe that shit. I was so happy for a second there about that. Looks like Bray are coming up. Wow, it's actually finally a team that's won that playoff. God damn it. Right. So Champions League wise, we've obviously qualified as group winners. We've got an 8-point lead. We've destroyed this group. Morris, thank you for the follow. We genuinely have destroyed our group. I was not expecting us to be this good in this group. All we need now is to beat Red Bull Salzburg on the final day and we'll finally have the perfect group. Now, what about Dundalk? Yeah, Dundalk are literally... might qualify out of their group again. Who are they playing on the final day? That's the big question. They're away at Besiktas. Dundalk have got every chance of qualifying from their group here. Because they've got a 2-point advantage over Milan. Milan have to host Real Madrid. And Dundalk just need to not lose. They're in a good spot to qualify. I almost wish they would come 3rd somehow, but like, yeah. As for Sligo, yeah, they go to bottom of their group now. At the moment, Hibs are going to... Oh, my God. And, of course, I think Sligo play Atleti on the last day. Away from home. So, it doesn't look good. Unfortunately. It does not look good at all. Stumac, thank you very much for the follow. The only thing that could help Sligo is if they got a better quality... If they drew with Atleti and got a better head-to-head against them, they could flip over them. Oh, nice one. WPTV. Hang on. WTPVG. Awesome. I'm glad you found some awesome players. That's really nice. And thank you for the kind words. It's very, very nice. They can still do it. I just want both of them in group. Literally, second place. There is a scenario here where if Chelsea beat Hibs, which they will, presumably, and Sligo and Atletico draw, they could... One of the teams could qualify on 5 points from this group in second. That would then go to a 3-way group between those teams, and I don't know who would actually have the head-to-head advantage there. I don't think Atleti would, though. I think Atletico would be screwed if they end up going to a 3-way head-to-head, because I think... Because Atletico drew against Hibs in both games, and they drew with Sligo. Oh, God, they all drew against each other, didn't they? And then Sligo and Hibs beat each other. Oh, God. I think Sligo might actually... Hang on. If they draw that game 1-1, if Atletico and Sligo draw, I think Sligo would come second. Because they've got a better head-to-head than Hibs in the 3-way head-to-head. Jesus Christ. Permutations out the wazoo, my friends. That's like showdown stuff. As for this one, Bows are bottom of the group. Are you serious? They lost to Fenerbahce. And Maribor beat Standard Liège. Who are Bows playing on the final day? At home to Maribor. So basically, Bows have to win their final group stage game. If they win it, they get third. They could technically get second if other thing went against them, I think. But still. Better for Sligo to come third. Oh, it absolutely is. But they need to do something. As for Arctic Race of Norway. Wow. Oh, wow. That's cool. How's it going in this one for Shamrock Rovers? So Shamrock Rovers now, with the result of that win in the last match day against Legia, have now suddenly put themselves back into contention to actually qualify out of their group. But it will depend heavily what they do. It depends what they do on the final day. Is there any scenario here where Shamrock... I think if Legia and Stuttgart draw, Shamrock might go out because they're head-to-head against Stuttgart, but I can't remember what they're... Nope, it's a 2-2 draw, and Shamrock would qualify. If it's a draw there, I think. But what if Stuttgart beat Legia? Then it would be a bit more difficult. Shamrock beat them 2-0. No, they beat Shamrock 2-0 and then lost 3-0. No, hang on. I think they're still going to qualify, right? I think Shamrock are in a pretty good spot to qualify from this. No matter what happens. I think. I don't know. And what about Derry City? I mean, they're obviously mudded now. They could still do it. There's still a chance. If Derry City beat Karabag on the final day... Go away. What is this? There we go. FM skins. I mean, I use FM Rensi Dark. That's the skin we're currently using that you're seeing right now. Yeah, if Derry City were to beat Karabag on the final day, it could still happen. Well, there's a lot of shit that could still go on that final match. It's going to be an absolutely tense affair, but it's still like 2 weeks away, so we'll schedule a friendly in the meantime just to get some fitness level. Oh, I'm not allowed to. Right, good. Cheers, FM. It's not like we're still playing in the season or anything. Nah. Oh, transfer window open soon, so we can actually start getting some more loans out potentially, which would be kind of sick. Dimitrov won Irish Player of the Season. Really? Actually, to be fair, 14 goals and 18 assists for Nikolai Dimitrov. That is actually pretty spectacular, in fairness. Wait, hang on. Irish Premier Division Player of the Year. Not one of our guys, I mean, obviously these guys are all our guys, was actually in the top 3. That's kind of mental. Sports Directive crash issue. Keep saying can't create dump directory after loading switches to the game. Is that the same kind of issue that you had, Zoids? Because if it is, then have you installed anything new to it lately? Dimitrov won Irish Young Player of the Season as well. Hot damn. Lewis Mesa got 26 goals in the league for Sligo. In fairness, he is actually really good now. I love that they've actually got a striker like that. Did he score a hat-trick in the Champions League against Hibs? Coonan. Oh, that's one of our guys as well. Oh, there's Steve Cooper. Knocking about. And then Tony Doran. I wonder. Any relation? Useless. Is everyone in this league represented by David Duggan? Because it sure damn feels like it. Travers has requested transfer... Oh, great. Clark's failure to increase the club's stature in the game. Hang on. Sorry, what? Actually, to be fair, they are struggling in Europe. That's kind of annoying. Skid to the badges and got rid of them and it still doesn't work. That is... Did you maybe accidentally delete anything when you were doing that? 107 players produced. It's weird how many of these guys are now at Cork City. Do Cork City just, like, hoover up all of our loans? Like, hoover up all of our ex-youth players? Sure feels like it. 43 million. A 15-year-old Moroccan. He is pretty good, particularly age-wise, but that's quite a lot of money. Andres Trotter is a great name. Hang on, he talked to us? Thoughts, chat. Andres Trotter. 18 years old. 14 finishing, 14 composure, 16 pace, 14 acceleration. Look at the state of this. Strong right foot. Only 5'9", but he's fast. He's got tent poles. He's got... His name's Trotter. We can call him Del Boy. He seems really good. Oh, yeah, for this kind of price. If we can get him for like 5 mil. 4.9 million. That I has to try and do that at that point. I know we're jumping the gun on some of these guys, but sometimes, just in case... Zoids was in chat about 10 minutes ago, but all he ended up doing was you might have to reinstall the FM entirely. I don't know if you've actually already done that, but sometimes that's just all you can do. Eventually, I had to do that one time, and it eventually did fix things. I got this horrendous skin issue where all the players' faces were bright red, and like the whole background went bright red. He's interested in negotiating. Has something changed that I don't know about? This guy plays for River Plate and is now interested in talking to us. That feels like it wouldn't have happened before. Those players don't normally want to talk to us. Okay, so he wants a lot of money, but also Argentinian, so we can kind of screw him on that deal anyway, with a wage cap clause of like 30. Optional extension. Get you a 5-year deal. Yeah, lovely, cheeky stuff. We can say lovely jubbly. Yeah, and he does look like the type of player that could score goals. Or we get him a loan farm move, and it's absolutely chaotic. It could be the shortlist staff thing. Imagine if it was the staff shortlist all along. Have we had this stage in my career since then? I feel like we have, but it might have taken a little while to patch up. He literally will be a millionaire, honestly. He's earning 9 grand a week, so that's what, like $500,000 a year? Wait. Remain at the club much longer, and then go away. You're not very good. I'll be honest with you. Can I schedule a friendly yet? Yes, okay, good. Right, Shannon. There you go. Get your Shannon ready. We're coming in. I want... Actually, that'd be fine. Because once we get there, we can have a look at the loans and try and get some of the loanees out. So pick up a few... Look at this. Look, suddenly, look. All these Argentinian players want to talk to us, chat. Chat, something's changed. I know there's a couple of like random NAs here still, but those could be contract ones. But suddenly, look, River Plate, Boca Juniors, they have wage demands and want to talk to us all of a sudden. Navarro there on the left. Look at the state of him. 18. When does he turn 19? April. That's fine. We can deal with some of these next time. Well, the club rep... Nope, still Continental. I mean, maybe it's something's changed underneath. Rob Wells, thank you for the follow. Jajana as well. We can hold off on these guys at the moment, and we can try to pick them up next. Look, another one here. Lionel Sierra. Hope it doesn't break down as much as a Sierra. Look at the state of it. I mean, he's not the quickest, actually. But we could just harvest up these guys next stream. Hopefully. Watch them all say next stream would be like new contracts or something. But like, no, he's got a contract till 2050, so that feels like a brand new deal, honestly. I bet you he would new contract us, but still, it looks exciting for the future. Like, look how many players are in here. That's 47 guys to send round again. And there's some cool ones in here, like some Saudi Arabian players in there too. Oh, we're going to have a great time on Tuesday. That transfer stream is going to be popping. Although we've got to be careful with money still. How are we doing financially at the moment? Yeah, we're down to 157 million in the bank. But then again, if we do get like another value bump, we could always sell Nobby and then explode that money into everybody else. But it feels like it's going to be an absolute Disneyland fest on Tuesday. Is it still 1-0 to Villa? Work permit, that'll be fine. 4.7. These are the kind of, like, to give you an idea, when we found Vulcan originally, before obviously we couldn't sign him, or couldn't afford him or whatever, these are the sort of prices he was available for, and this is kind of what he looked on. This is what he looked like attribute-wise as a player at that point. Jovicic probably could, you're right, actually. Anyone, look at this Serbian winger as well. Slobodan Ostojic. Oh, we have... Yes. I am very much looking forward to Tuesday's stream with all this lot knocking about. Oh, Bolivian, and look at this chat. Bolivians and Chileans and Venezuelans are now suddenly talking to us. Uruguayans in there. Something's changed. It's just way less NA. I know we felt like this has happened before, but I think that this genuinely, something has changed. Not that Jasufi's still knocking about. £26 million. At one point, Shamrock are going to get a lot of money for this guy, or he's just going to lead them to glory. Guys who don't get loans. Yeah, we'll probably be able to get a few of those guys got as well. Also, Turbo Civic still continues to develop like a machine, which is exciting. Yep, we're getting him. We're getting Andres Trotter. Boom. Love that. I don't know what it's related to. It's hard to work out, but it's exciting. Yeah, it'll join Hibs on a free, probably. Oh, Hall Root's injured. That's a shame. Let me just check back in again. What the value's looking like. No, the same as before. League rep it's gone from 8th to 7th, but maybe it's just because we've got all these extra Irish sides in Europe now, and they've considered the league stature better, because maybe their overall rep is growing. I don't know. Maybe the actual building of the nation is genuinely helping with that now.
Cooper.
Because Sligo have not embarrassed themselves anywhere near as much as I thought they would. Asale! What, Asale? Thank you so much for the follow. Right, so friendly against Shannon. Then we can go and have some loanies. Maybe. When this is going on tour, we could try that. We do often get a tour to do, I think. So maybe I can set a different location for it. Oh my god, 23-0. That's a bit oofy. How many goals did they score? Can I see that information? Where's that thing you can access that shows you the... I swear there's usually a thing that shows you that information. Where's the... Like, there's like a button that says analysis or something. Is it this? Nope. Yeah, I was trying to work out how many goals they've got. I think they must have got 9 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so they got 9 goals apiece. Then the rest of them are just sort of spread out between the rest of the team. Hey, face kicker. We're trying our best. We're trying our best. They've got 18 goals between them. Just think of the assists. It's a shame that wasn't a cup game or something. Stroll to success. Yeah, a little bit. 17 key passes for Boggy. He probably got more assists than anybody else. Pitch in the middle. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I want to know how many assists that Boggy got. Hang on, wait. Attacking. 6 assists there. Also, one of the midfielders got 7. Which I assume was Turbo Civic. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. With Boggy's 17 key passes, he thoroughly deserves it. It's not like they got 9 goals each. Right. The window soon opens for more loans. I want to get 90 plus soon. That's the dream. The dream actually is to get 100 loans. If we ever manage to get 100 loans, 67 million now. Although that's above what it is, isn't it? It's like a Mobile World Cup numbers. That still is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. How many goals did he get? 17 goals in that World Cup. We have to go back and look. It's ridiculous. Right. Sal's finally back. Mbaye Sal, after being out for, well, literally what feels like 6 months. He's been out for 5 months. So since July. Oh, it's nice to have him back. He's got that Manscaped sponsorship down straight. Oh, his contract's expiring. Okay, good. Okay, good. Denev's injured. Oh, Lukacic is injured. Oh, it's a small one. Okay, so we'll go to the next day. Oh, more. Diego Bello. Yeah, look at this. Brazil, Kosovo. Although that's Tottenham, actually, so not surprising that he'll talk to us. But now the random 16-year-old Serbian. Presumably that's because of contract stuff, though. Cement mixer going. Oh, that's extra, that is. Get some dust in your ice cream and it's all good. Fernando Korn. Love that. Juliet, 16 million. I just want to see if we can somehow nab him at the end of his contract, which does expire next summer. Bring back Juliet. Bring him finally home. Enjoy a good old cuddle and then make do. Right, that's another loan window's open for us, which means... Did Paul Scholes say he's going to retire? No, Scholesy, no! Oh, Paul. You've been our coach for nearly 20 years, 71. He's now become grey instead of ginger. But he's actually got some really nice... Well, don't ask him to do defending or fitness, but... And Simpemba. Oh, yeah, he's less important, I suppose, but he's from the first season of the save. Dundalk making Van Vijn an offer. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Have him for free. can have the sale clause in there if you must. That seems sensible, right? If you can't get a loan for him and then don't want him permanently, then even better for us, right? Okay, right. I'm going to have a quick pee again because it's all this extra water I've been drinking. Then we're going to do the loans, and then we got the final game of the Champions League, and that has a lot of permutations for the other Irish side. So I should return. You can do ginger-related puns. How about that? First thing I saw was Pale Stevens. Extraordinary work. Chicago Fire. Alex red-headed stepson Iwo. Oh, stepchild Iwo. Oh, I see. Red-haired bald grade. Good God. Right, I suppose now it's time for this absolute mess to try and... wait, that's really short. What the hell? Ah, okay. That's because of the Champions League thing. It's actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But, on the plus side, we do get to now try to find loans for these guys. I still suspect this is going to find some new guys some loans, so we've got to just push on through and make it happen, I suppose. With these guys... I think with these guys, I can probably just do that. Because they're not actually... He's obviously under a bid. Tolic is wanted by... Who's he wanted by? Athlone Town. Perfect. We might get some straight away. Shows how bad he is of a player, though, if Athlone Town are the team that are in for him. But there you go. Sulak. Get a bit of you. He's the guy that turned down St. Pat's a couple of times. Unfortunately. Forsgren, he might get one. Kyle Day. Marussia Solus Gladbach. That's just hard. You can't be. That's just ginger slander at this point. Bit of Forsgren. Jose Lara. Ooh, who's he wanted by? Dundalk for transfer. Okay. If they put a bid in, then I'll be happy to give him to them. For free, basically. But we'll offer them out for loans anyway, just to be sure. Graham Solus. What about Graham Lusolus? Thiago Milan. I wish Daniel Antonio would find a loan. It's weird that no one wants it, but I assume it's because of the non-EU factor. It does seem harder and harder to get the non-EU guys loans. Some of them work just fine, but it does seem that the clubs are less likely to... Oh. I think his contract's expiring. Don't think I can do that with him. Declan Staunton. Hang on, is there a little clump of these guys? Yeah, there is. So with all these guys, I can just do the bulk loan offer thing, where we go down here and do for loan like that. Just easier. Gareth Strawberry Blonde. Freckles Ferdinand. Any contracts expiring in January? Not that I would know about, honestly. And besides, January, mostly, they're not from good leagues, so it's kind of pointless. In the summer, it's usually the place to do it, but I always forget. And last time I had that other thing to do. Let's see if Aluminium Alley can finally get a loan. That'd be nice. Hey, Otto. Oh, why is that reset? What's that about? Fernandez has got a thigh strength. We'll still offer him out. See if this same thing works every single window. It's kind of nuts. Oh, why FM? Why does it do that? Yes, I definitely want the whole screen to shift for no reason. That's really fun. Love that feature. Ah, it's just going to do this every time now, isn't it? Brilliant. It's like that fucking other screen. Vujnovic. So the idea is really, like, most of these players haven't got interest in them, but from what we've seen before, offering them out and then trying to look back the next day seems to pretty much produce interest in players, oddly. It's very bizarre. The pun theme was Ginger, because of Paul Scholes, who's decided to retire at the age of 71, so I can't really blame him at that point. Tez Gonzalez, I think, did I just do him? I can't remember. Unclick bottom group. Hang on, what? Oh, I see. Yep. I see what you mean. It's because we highlighted him. That seems strange, though, that you'd have to do that, but yes, good point. I wish that, if only that worked during the loan extension screen. It's my least favorite screen in FM, and particularly at the moment when we obviously have so many loans, it takes me like a good 10 minutes to go through it all, because it glitches out once you go past a certain point, and it only takes one club to say no, and it breaks the entire screen. And then you have to, like, because all the extend icons suddenly turn back to being clickable again, and so you forget who you've actually loaned out. It's a nightmare screen. All I want is an extend all loans button. Why is that difficult? Like, if they want them, I want a button that just says, yes, you can do that, but unfortunately that button does not exist. You have to do it one by one manually because reasons. I get Tanasov out as well. Okay, maybe not, because apparently he's joining Ludogorets. Okay, well, there you go. Didn't realize that. There is one. Is there? Where? Where is the extend all loans button? As in, when that screen comes through that has the loan options where it says extend down the side, there is definitely not a button that says extend all loans. Believe me, if there was, I would have seen it by now, I feel like. How to select. And that's the last one. No, wait, one more. Perez. Oh, no, he's... Oh, no, I can. I thought his contract was up. Oh, well. On the player profile. No. So, basically, you know that screen you get when you've got players out on loan, and it lists them all in an inbox item, and it has, like, extend down this side. It's like club interest. On that screen, I just want one button I can tick that says extend all loans. Like, it seems no reason why it shouldn't be there. But, yeah.
Bring on the
No, but, like... To me, it's not about having 100 players out on loan. What if you have 10 guys out on loan? Why can't you extend all 10 of them? It just seems weird that you wouldn't be able to do that, you know? Pyrog, thank you very much for the follow. Right, so these are all going to say no. Is in the dev center, only works during the transfer window. Where is that? I'm curious. If you can tell me where it is, I'd love to see it. Dev center. This is the dev center. Have recall from loan, but not extend. And if it is, there isn't an extend all. But if there is, then I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Because bear in mind, we are now in the transfer window. Hence why we're doing the loans. Ginger art. Hello, Puck. Because, I mean, if it exists, then brilliant. Maybe if you go into the dev center on the day you get that email or something. But yeah, I've never seen anything to do with that. The only time I ever see that is in that literal icon. Athon Town Cursor. We're going to get an offer there. Maybe a couple more on top. But for the most part, oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of emails. Ali Masrati, good. Tolic as well. St. Pat's want Vujnovic, Oliveira, Gonzalez. Lovely. Possible to make it. That would be sick, though, honestly. Oh, Alamini Manley's injured himself. So we actually did manage to get 5 guys to take a bite on that. Oh, hang on. Arias. I think he could be worth more than that, to be fair. Oh, jobs. Not really, no. Occasionally we get, like, national team offers, but that's about it, really. I don't think we've actually ever been offered a job interview at another club in this save, which would also, again, suggest how broken this save is. Because you think by now that someone in, like, at least one of the big Scottish teams might have been interested, but no, apparently not. Like, particularly Celtic at the moment have no manager. Right, so that's those. But now if we go back in here, I want to see if it made any difference. I don't know, we have to wait till the next day, don't we? Get some of these extra guys. Missing from training. Then I can't wait for you to piss off to Cabantili. And remind me as well, chat, to make sure we actually do the draw on stream today and not forget, because we've done that several times. How quickness training? What? In a bit. 2-0 Villa. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm waiting for chat to do the vidi printer for me. I know Danny Ings got the first one. Standard. Oh, well, yeah. Para, get rid of you. Right, okay, let's have a check back in here again now. See if there's any new ones. I'm just looking for any player that's got wanted on that doesn't already have loan listed. But actually, no, not on that occasion. Buendia. Okay. As usual, I forgot to do my FPL team, so great. There immediately goes my interest for the season. Bilbo. I hope he's really short. Right. Vujovic with Gel. For God's sake, Andre. Really? Why is it they just don't want to go to... They just never want to go to St. Pat's. Ever. For some reason. Just trying to keep on top of this now. So he's still... I might just try and offer him out again. What I find sometimes is when you do that, when the club, they've just turned down that same club, it stops that club from being interested, but it sometimes brings up a new club. Okay, this is definitely shorter than before. Guess what he's out. If we get, I think we might be able to get to 90. Yeah, so then it says none. So Tolic is going to Athlone, which is something. 2-1 own goal. That didn't take long. Yeah, I think he's... Plus, we'll have a whole new batch of players coming in January to add to this. So, do you love it, Lara? Oh, so he is joining St. Pat's. But this is what I mean, Chad, right? This right here is what I mean. He's 19 years old and Uruguayan. He's on 4K a week here, but they're paying none of his wages. So why do they not need a work permit when other players that I've tried to loan, who are also non-EU, do need work permits? He's trained in Nation, he's not trained here. So why does he not need a work permit to move to St. Pat's on loan? Yet when I tried to loan a Uruguay player to them before, they failed the thing because they weren't paying enough of the player's wages. I don't understand why what that calculation is. Bizarre. I mean, Ali, no. You're not going on those. You're going to Cabantili. I've heard it's lovely there this time of year. Do a bit of that. Get rid of you two. Sick. It's corruption, you're right. Blates. It's Alois corruption. How long's left in the game? It must be pretty late on, right? And we did qualify at least. It's dynamic. Correct. That is the correct answer. No matter what the question is, that is always the correct answer, my friends. Right, here we go. Athletic Club. And to be fair, our game is the least meaningful match today. It matters really very little what happens in this game. But I would like to win just because we want to go to the perfect group. But every other Irish side still has the potential to do incredible things. Is that what I want? Yes, it actually is. Right, nice. And maybe... Oh, let's turn these off. Who do I want to put in the team? Maybe even have... Now, why would I do that when we've got Nobby on the bench? Maybe Mamani, actually. There's a bit of backup because Sal's not anywhere near fit enough for anything yet. Okay, cool. Any fun names? Absolutely not. Although, actually, Aguirre Zabala is a cool name. We move. We'll end up drawing this 0-0 with an XU of about 4. That's my prediction. We're never allowed to have a full perfect season in the Champions League groups. After 25 years, you'd think by now we'd have had one, but no. At least if nothing else, with the other Irish side struggling a little bit just because they've got extra, they're in better tournaments now, we're at least doing our part. We're getting as many points as we physically can in every single group match. To be fair, there's probably just a lot of guys called Victor Ruiz. But it could well be as well. There's a few less of them in the game than there were. I think we were up to nearly 900 at one point. It's down to about 3 or 4 now. Right then. So Bo's host Maribor. That is must win. Shamrock, I have no idea what the permutations are like in Shamrock's group, honestly. Anything could happen there. Derry City are at home against Karabakh. They have to win that. Sligo need a miracle. And Dundalk are kind of just chilling. So, we're in the hands of the gods. I just want at least 3 or 4 of them to come through. You found the panel? Oh, mate. Imagine if there was an option to extend all. Bo's already winning. Sligo already losing. Great. Off to a flyer there. Sligo have equalised. Carlos Meza. Come on. Not Carlos. Luis Meza. There's just so many different things I'm trying to keep an eye on here at the same time. Shamrock winning as well against Galatasaray. Oh my days. I just can't focus. There's too many things flashing on the screen at once. I don't know how we're even doing there on average. As Valev's headers hit the bar. No, we're not playing well, that's for sure. 5 points to -1. Stojanovic is hurt for Bose. Oh, it's looking quite good for not for Norway, for Ireland at the moment though. Not sure how to make the button. Yeah, it probably might not exist, honestly. The actual, he's sat the keeper down and Turbo Civic has missed the target. Oh, dear. Dundalk winning away at Besiktas. Chelsea beating Hibs. Life is good. Where's Shamrock? They're winning as well. It's literally just Qarabağ and us. Not Qarabağ, just Derry City and us. This could be a big day for Irish football if we actually get the perfect results to get all 6 teams through to something. Ball in. Valev! Oh. What's the thing? They all win somehow, and we manage to draw. This is great. This would be such a huge day for us. We'd have less coefficient points than we... Oh, Christensen's in, and he scored. Petter Christensen. That's 59 goals this season. I'm sure that's going to count. Maybe? There it is. 59th goal of the season for P. Christ. One more for the big 60. I think he'd become the first player to hit 60 since Emmett Doran. Got to put the faith on him. Oh, it's 3-1 Atletico. With Hibs... Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think that's pretty much done there, I think. I don't think Sligo are doing anything in that group now. That's a shame. Dundalk, though, doing brilliantly. I think we might be losing the Sligy boys at this rate, unless they pull off another late miracle. I think we need to open this up a little bit. Again. Give them a bit more freedom. Play some earlier passes. Ooh. Surprising Derry aren't doing their job. I feel like they could win that game. I think they've got it in them. Barcelona 5-0 up in their game as well. Oh my days, there's just so much stuff going on. A lot of these games are so finely poised as well. That's the problem. One goal could just ruin their dreams. And that has been kind of poor, actually, but we've got very little in the way of replacements. I might actually do that instead. Put Lindbergh there and Thyzy. Second goal for us. At least it looks like we're going to go 6 for 6. Could you scroll down the groups? Oh, yes, we can. Yes, I forgot about that. It's a shame we can't see other groups, I don't think. Like other tournaments groups, though why would you, I guess, want to in theory? Go on, win a pen. No? Christensen? No? Lindbergh! Yes! I think we're actually going to finally, after 25 years, go 6 for 6 in a Champions League group. And in quite stylish manner, too. Right, let's scroll down. We don't care about our group. Dundalk's group. I mean, it looks for all intents and purposes that Dundalk are going to qualify out of their Champions League group again. They've got 12 points in their Champions League group. But unfortunately, as you'll see there, Hibs have a 1-point advantage over Sligo. Ah. Shit. Oh, Maribor have equalised as well. 2-0 to Dundalk, but Maribor's equalised. That's really bad. That right there is catastrophically bad. We need Bows to win that game. They win that, they get third in the group. It's all good. But if they don't win that, it's all big trouble. Shamrock, I think, are in a pretty good spot right now, particularly with the fact they're winning. Maybe Ramos, actually. And yeah, it's 3 subs. Let's do it. It's kind of nuts that this will be the second season in this save that Dundalk will have got out of their Champions League group. That's big, mad respect for them for that. Derry City losing as well. Oh, God, now it's all gone wrong. It's all gone Pete Tong for us here. I expect Shamrock will concede a late equaliser as well and somehow find a way to not qualify out of their group too. Bows are going to come bottom of their group. The group with Maribor in it, for crying out loud. That's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box rather than anything important. It was looking so good for us. Yeah, no penalty. So it's going to be us and Dundalk through. Looks like Shamrock are through, but it looks like it might only be 3 Irish sides into the knockouts. Because it looks to me like Bows, unless they find a late equaliser, are going to come 4th in their Europa League group. They'll get money, and I think we just have to accept that we're going to have a few seasons where we just have to sort of get for the 12, 13 point years. Try to carry the nation on our back again. But that is frustrating. Damn it. Come on, Bows. What's just something late on? Give me anything. Nope. Useless bastards. Loads of the dev center then changed the reports to view. It shows you what style of player everyone is. Really? I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Well, It's good to see us and Dundalk get through our Champions League groups. That's the second time they've done that in the save, but it is worrying. Maybe they'll get a good draw. There are some weird groups. Yeah, 3-0 to Atletico. Is that their first win of the entire group on it's the final day? Typical, isn't it? To be fair, Sligo did better than I thought they were going to out of that. We only got 1.8 million. I like it. We won all the matches. Okay. So, we're through. 18 points out of 18. 18 goal difference too. We will end up playing against Barcelona. That we already know. It's just how it works. Because reasons. Dundalk are through as well. Dundee United are through. Porto are through. Atletico are through. So, chat. We know that we're going to get Barcelona or Atletico. Because every other draw would be beneficial to us. Inter aren't that good. They're decent, but not that good. Dundee United I'd take. Dundalk we can't have. Porto I'd take. Atletico is okay. Rangers I'd take. We know that we're still going to get the worst possible draw out of that, but that's just how it goes. Bows, of course, come bottom of their group because they are a bunch of bottling bastards. So there's no Europe for them at all. Shamrock, annoyingly, in a way, qualify for the knockouts of the Europa League, which means that they're probably going to get a really tough draw against someone from the Champions League. They'll get Hibs or something. So that's not ideal. And of course, Derry City, also a bunch of bottle merchants come bottom of that group. And somehow Karabag get through that group. You can knock them out. Yeah, there is that. I think we're going to have to just carry things at the moment. Coefficient-wise, what are we talking? 10.1. Okay, so it's not too bad. We're still 5th on the year at the moment. Considering how it looks like a bad year, it's actually been okay. Just having that extra side in there does kind of help a little bit. We're sticking pace with most of them. In terms of hanging on to France, have now leapfrogged up into fourth spot, but they're still a good 4 points behind us at the moment. Why is Ajax in the conference? I think they must have come a cropper in the Netherlands in some way. That's the nation, man, not the league. 3rd place. They were 3rd in the Eredivisie and obviously didn't quite through the qualifiers for the Europa League. They must have got knocked out early enough to fall all the way down. It's kind of mad. Is that the only time in this save that Ajax have finished 3rd or lower? Must be, right? Yeah, wow. Yeah, Dortmund were in the Conference League too. It's mad. The draw is the next week, so we'll get to that in a sec. France will get 4 points on us next year. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Next year. No, that's this year. Next year, they'll get that. So next year, it's pretty much parity. In fact, next year, we are losing one of our worst years of the last 5 years. Those two there are actually going to be kind of helpful for us. We need to be back up and ready to go by the time that one comes around. That's the one that could cost us. If we've not got the other teams in a state where they can compete yet for, like, latter stages again, by that point, it could be a bit troublesome. But we'll see. I love that they rated the signing of Turbovic as a C-. Transfer fee doesn't represent good value. Look at the state of this human being. Sure, it makes Moyes offer. Sure, that can't be David. Has to be like a player, right? Let's have a look. Accept current vision. End of season meeting. I miss when there was tons of players here. Win the title. Yeah, do that. Latter stages. Really? Aren't being ambitious enough. Oh, I see how it is. Fine. I love how it says, like, let's be more ambitious. It doesn't actually say what that means, but I guess we're expected to reach the Champions League final now, are we? 40 million pounds! 40 million for Petter Christensen. On your bike. Mental. Oh, Moises. Jared Moises from Lincoln City. An Englishman. Well, fair play. They're actually making some business. Why are we back on that again? Okay, I guess we're doing this now. 12 Oh, it was the cup. Right. Good, good, good. Nothing really changes. Managers of the months and various bits and bobsy-bopsies. 154 goals scored this season. Not bad. Actually, before I come off this screen, just turn that back on again so we can see if there's any new ones. Sulak. Aha! There it is. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. It's popped up. Try and sneak a loan for Sulak. Although, admittedly, he did turn down a club last time around, so it's not likely he's going to do it again. Any new wanted symbols in here? Gonzalez already has a bid on him. Okay, we're fine for the moment. No, exactly. They couldn't get one of his bollocks for 40 million. Joke. Oh, that's not the right one at all. This one. 59 goals for Christensen, 56 goals for Valev, but also 16 assists for Valev. So 72 goal contributions. Freeze as well, still with 29 assists. 33 assists for Turbovic and 32 assists for Boggy. That midfield is filth. Oh, lovely. And 20 assists for Radojicic too. In fact, he actually has more than Niakshu. Niakshu only has 16 assists this season, despite playing an extra 1,000 minutes. That's certainly noteworthy. Way more dribbles from him as well. Key passes are... they're round about the same. That's kind of mad how many assists that... Maybe it's just Radojicic has played against worse sides. Because he's often the backup, so he's maybe been playing in like cup matches. None of the clubs... You just said that you were interested in him. Liars. I've been lied to. In fact, it still says that you're interested in him. What gives? What do? I'm going to try for him again, honestly. Might as well. I'm going to make them take him. Still no. Maybe the next day. Have more luck on a different day. They'll have a chance to think about what they've done. Get rid of you. Oh, he's... Hang on. Wait, no. Wrong button. Get rid of these guys. He's now an E. He's gone from an F to an E. So, it's getting there. Oh, the type of player thing. Yeah. Oh, Munoz retired. Wow, we're going to have to find lots of new... 65 million. Again, an absolute joke. Corbett have moved to Milan. 63 million. If you come in with 63 million pounds, I will consider it, because it will offset a lot of the spending we're about to do in January. Because I suspect we're going to be going after an insane amount of South Americans during January now that we actually can sign them for some reason. So that, look forward to that, I suppose. So yeah, Dev Center. We've got 87 on loan. So what is it we do? If we go in here and change it to... What do we change it to? Details? Reports view. Oh, that one. Best role. I assume that's the one, right? Oh, the style. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, it's not really something I've ever... I mean, it is there. You can still put it in. With Thor in Iceland, good lord. Good luck building a nation in Iceland is all I can say. Those squad rules. Well, actually, it's the non-EU stuff that's going to screw you. Well, not screw you. The non-EU stuff is what's going to make that tough. Those guys are already joining us. I can just remove those from the shortlist. We don't need more information on you yet. Ajax have got some gems here. Oh, that's a big batch. We're going to actually have a decent... I'm looking forward to Tuesday so much. Because we're basically just whittling down the same set of players at the moment, and we've still got 187 players. We actually have a big chunk of players on the list for once, rather than being down like 40. So there's going to be a lot more variation in it. That's going to be sick. So what draws are we even looking out for? We've got us and Dundalk, and then just Shamrock, really, haven't we? That's it, because everyone else has bottled it. Van Vijnen is going to Dundalk. That's beautiful. Well done. Great stuff. I think we've made a massive loss, obviously, because considering it's free. But getting him out to Dundalk on a free transfer is great news. Getting them some permanent players can never be a bad thing. They seem to be the only team that are willing to do that, though. Corbett said to move to Liverpool. 20... Hang on. Sorry. What? 20.5 million? Meanwhile, Milan just said they were going to give us £65,000. Sorry, 65 million. And Liverpool could end up being 25 million. Yeah, no, not happening. Just not happening. Okay.
Do you know if there's a train coming anytime soon?
Here it is.
Oh, yes. Very
Sandonib. Thank you very much for the follow. We're having a great afternoon. Let's do this. Treaty, CD for the draw. We can't get Atletico. We can't get Dundalk. Sorry, we can't get Athletic Club. And we can't get Dundalk. So we can get Barca, Porto, Dundee United, Rangers, Inter, and Atletico. Out of those, I want Rangers or Dundee United, obviously. That's the dream. But you know it's going to be Barcelona. Or, failing that, it'll be Inter. But imagine if it's Dundee or Rangers. Dundee United or Rangers. Please, just give us a good draw for once. We've done so well this year. Just, for once in your life, FM, give us a good draw in the next... That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Porto's like mid-ground in terms of draws. Also, Inter versus City is good, because it means one of them goes out. Give Barca a really hard draw. Oh, yes. Barca PSG is perfect. Dundalk, go on. Give him an easy one. Oh! Do you know what? I think Dundalk might have a chance against Juve. That's winnable. They could probably beat them. Also, Atletico Barcelona is great too. Rangers give them Chelsea. That's annoying. There's some good draws in there. I like that Barca and PSG are playing each other. I like that Inter and Man City are playing each other. We get Porto. The fact that Dundalk got Juventus is probably the best they could have hoped for, really. What was Juventus' group? Who did they finish above? Yeah, Juventus had the weakest group. And they still drew twice. They drew against Dynamo Kiev home and away. So, yeah, that was the best possible draw that Dundalk could have got. Because Juve had an absolutely piss-easy group, and they still managed to drop points in it. Striker! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Football Cam. That's so kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much. That's a really... It's a solid draw for us. It's a draw that I feel like we should be progressing through. It's not the best draw, but it's not the worst ever. And that's fine. I think we should get through that relatively comfortably. And the fact that Dundalk have a chance is great. When's the draw for the Europa League? Is that the same day, or is it... It is, but we can't watch it, so... Yeah, they'll be making superb money as well, which is why they were willing to drop so much money on that player of ours that I eventually gave them... Oh, sorry, I couldn't sell because it was Bilbia. But they tried to give me £18 million for Bilbia. I just wish they'd invest that money somewhere else rather than trying to buy players off of me all the time. Like, go and find your own players. They'll be brilliant. Discard you lot. Get rid of you. Yep. Juventus drew home and away against Dynamo Kiev, and that's what I mean. If they can do that, then I think Dundalk could do it. Duffy Seals moved to Sligo Rovers. Oh, look at all this. They signed a guy from Derry City for 2 minutes. Stop signing players from each other. Please, I beg of you. Sign players from abroad. We should send them a scouting video. Yeah, they really do need to stop being so incestuous with their signings. Right, that draw should have happened by now. Please, give Shamrock someone like Hibs. That's all I want. Or Dynamo Kiev. Do you know what? That's probably one of the best draws they could have got as well. Pinedas! Thank you so much for the follow. Absolutely will take that. Shamrock Rovers versus Dynamo Kiev. They've beaten them there before. That's one of the best draws they could have got out of that. So I'm really... Wow. That's good. Of the teams that we finally have left, we actually do have a chance to progress them, I would say. Shame we got no one in the Conference League, though. That's the real bugbear here. No, unfortunately not. Derry came bottom of their group because they ballsed it up on the final day against Karabag. Bohemian came bottom of their group in the Europa League because they ballsed it up on the final day against Maribor. And Sligo, admittedly, were in the Champions League, so they were going to struggle. But if they could have just held on to a draw in the game they were in, they would have qualified, probably. But, you know, they were always going to struggle. They did get 4 points in the Champions League group, though. Oh, welcome in, Pinedas. So, you know what? That's pleasing. Like, last year we had like 12 points at this stage, but of course we had qualifiers that were played and they were in easier situations, so that's fine. Just sticking around the sort of 4th, 5th on average at the moment is what we need to do. We just need to get to like, I don't know, 13 points or something this season. Just try and I mean, we're not going to be able to match 14.8. That seems unlikely. But the closest we can get to that, the better. I must have Shamrock won the Europa League. I mean, they're the only Irish side other than us that's won a trophy in this save, in Europe anyway. So if anyone can do it, it's them. I don't know. I have a feeling one day, chat, in this save, that we're going to see a Dundalk Europa League win. Because I think they are going to regularly be a challenger that can get out of their group. Not only that, Pinedas, the season after they won the 2nd Europa League, they got to the Champions League final as well. Europa League has Liverpool, though. Oh, I don't mean in this specific season, literally, as they can't because they're in the Champions League. But I mean, I don't think we're that far away from a season where Dundalk have a really good year but come 3rd in their Champions League group, drop into the Europa but are so strong that they can go all the way. We never managed to quite get a team to do that in the Norway save. We had 2 different teams win the Europa Conference League, which was Vålerenga and Molde. But no one ever did it in the Europa League. I think the closest we got was a team got to the semi-finals, which I believe was Molde. Oh, double final. I'd love a double final day. That'd be so sick. We nearly had it last year with Bose and us, but we both got binned off at the same time. But, my goodness, Tuesday is going to be Pog-E AF because we've got 187 players on our scouting list. A lot of them look genuinely really excellent. South American players are suddenly talking to us, so we get to sign a load more of them. We'll probably be able to move a couple of guys on for 50-odd million pounds like Macaulay Corbett and maybe even Norberto if the bids are right and we can get like 80, 90 million for him. That will then finance that entire thing and we can just reinvest all that money and then hopefully go on an amazing Champions League run on Thursday. Hopefully. Obviously, we'll have the first leg there too. Sparta Rotterdam. Not much I can really show you, obviously, as the league isn't switched on. But they are in the Eredivisie, so that much I can tell you. As for what their record's been like in the Eredivisie, that much we can't see. But we could see it, at least if they've been up and down, by looking at a guy who's been there long enough to tell us. That's my hope anyway, just to find a guy who's been at the game, been at the club long enough. But this could be a bit of a problem. Kakuza is a cool name. That much he has definitely got. And Leo Berger ain't bad either. Oh god, why have they got... I need to find an older player. I wish you could add an age column to this. That'd be so much easier. But all these guys are like 21. 27? No, he's only just joined them. You're Icelandic. So, aha! That's better. Right, we can see where they've been. So actually, for at least probably the last 15 years of this save, they have been top flight. Consistently. They got promoted here. He was put into the youth team, but it stands to reason that they've just stuck around being a top flight side in the Netherlands ever since. Which is pretty nice. Obviously, they've won Eredivisie, but not since the 50s. Any cups that they might have sneakily won, maybe? No, they've got a second division title there, but that's about it. But still, not bad. Could be a lot worse. Right, I'm going to save it here. That's not the right button, Matt. You're not saving it at all. And then we're going to get an early exit today because there's not really much else we can do at this point. And the football starts at 3. And I'm fucking boiling. So that's mostly what it is. Let me just go like this for a sec. See and have a little look. Who's playing Football Manager on Saturday afternoon? What we got? We got... Ooh, who do we fancy? This is a tough one. The Sean. No, we're going to do Wald McConville. Haven't rated Wald for a while. If I can spell his name right, as usual. This is where I accidentally VIP him instead of raiding him. Is this the right one? Please work, please work, please work. Yes, nice. Yeah, we're going to raid Wald McConville. So thank you for joining me today, friends. I think we've made a lot of progress, even if it was a little bit heartbreaking at the end there. I still think it was the right... We did well. I'm looking forward to Tuesday, though, because that's... I don't know. Just it looks like it's going to be a really, really sick transfer window stream. So, yeah, check out the loan video if you haven't already. Might help you out. I don't know. Just give it a like or something. Just helps out algorithm and all that crap. And, yeah, I'll see you guys on Tuesday for transfers. Hold your gun. Capybara. Let's go right over to Wald now. Bye-bye.